Just go. I'll start singing. All right, just do it.
Now put on the spot.
Come on, man. We can do this. We just gotta believe.
Believe in yourself.
All right. Well, that was a failure. Anyway, hi. This is Sahil. You may know me as NL Igus because of the channel name, and I'm here with a friend.
I'm Jason. Hello.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. His name's Jason. He's very famous. Just kidding.
Yeah, I'm just a guy. That's my qualification.
Yep. And we're gonna talk about a game we both played. I played it a lot more, I think, than I probably should have.
3 times over.
Than humanly possible, humanly healthy, probably. It's called Persona 5, and it. Oh yeah. What? Oh, okay. Anyway.
Song.
Yeah, it's the song that plays at the very beginning. So we're gonna do like a little discussion video, and yeah, we're just gonna talk about the game and what we liked about it, and and we're gonna talk all about this game because we both love it. I love it so much. I love all the Persona games, even though I haven't played 2 in its entirety. So yeah, I have a little bit of a script. It's not like, it's just like talking points. That's all it is. But, we're gonna stay on that, and then, like, I didn't finish it, so it's just gonna go off the rails after that, so.
Cool.
But we're gonna try to go in order of, like, everything that happens in the game, and we'll talk about game mechanics, we'll talk about music. Oh, we'll talk about the music, alright. Mm-hmm. We'll talk about, like, every one of our waifu characters, the social links, the story, all kinds of stuff. They might even have, like, weird political shit in there. So if, that sounds like your cup of tea.
That's the off-the-rails part.
That's the off-the-rails part. That's where we're just gonna, like, everyone's gonna hate us. It's gonna be great. Anyway,
off the rails. You get that pun?
Yeah.
Wait,
okay. I know, they're... Anyway, this is gonna contain spoilers for, like, the entire game. So if you have not played Persona 5... You need to wake up, get up, and get out there, alright? So
that would have been so
Jason
great.
keeps trying to whistle the theme, like, the main theme. Oh, okay, let's start with that, because that's, like, the very first thing that, like, when you turn on the game...
Oh, okay.
Alright, let's begin. You turn on the game, and you're like... No, it's like, all this, like, train station shit happens. They're showing the credits and stuff, right? And then, like, this awesome beat hits, and I'm just, like... I remember I bought this game at GameStop, and I came home, and I'm like, I'm ready to play this, Mom.
Are you ready?
Yeah. Okay. Oh, no. Anyway.
I'm sorry, I love this song, okay? That's why I'm annoying you so much.
Okay, fine. It's fine, alright? This is off the script, we're just... So anyway, the song hits, it's playing the intro music video, and it is the best goddamn theme in the world, and I just love it.
For real, though, yeah.
Yeah, it's just, like, so much of, like... what the game is about is, like, in that song, And, what did you think about it?
I think it's probably my favorite song of the entire game, but, I mean...
I think it's my favorite. Yeah, I think it's my favorite game, or song of the game, honestly.
Really, though, I wake up every day to that song.
When you wake up, is that your alarm?
It really is, yeah.
Damn.
I love that song. I joined my class today, and I'm just like... all the way there.
I have the song on my phone, so I always play it as soon as like start the car, and like I'm just like, it's just like such great driving music, and it's just like it's just like so uplifting and has all this like meaning to it and shit, and it just makes me feel so much better, especially in this time of like civil unrest and shit. It's not okay. Wait, politics. Okay, sorry. Anyway,
but really though, I you told me that it was on PS3. I thought it was on PS4. Like a minute later, literally. I bought it on Amazon, so I really didn't know much of anything at all about the game.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
So I booted up the game, and I saw trains. Then I'm like, oh!
I know.
I love it. So anime.
I know.
I didn't even see, well, I mean, I think I saw the initial trailer, but very, very little of that. And then I watched the whole thing, and it's just mind-bendingly anime, my first Persona game, so I'm a bit of a noob.
Yeah.
But I love every bit of it.
Yeah, you don't actually have...
The song and the game, okay.
Yeah, you don't have a lot of experience with Persona games, but I've played...
inexperienced.
Yeah, it's okay. But that's the great thing about Persona games. You don't actually have to play any of the others. like Persona 1 and 2, like maybe you'd want to play in order because like there's kind of like more connections, but like 3, 4, and 5, you don't need to know anything about the other games. Like there's just like Easter eggs and stuff, but it doesn't really matter that much. You can still have a good time.
All the actual Personas like from other games too, they're continuous kind of.
Oh yeah, like the demons themselves,
Well,
or
yeah.
they they're actually from the Shin Megami Tensei games, because Persona is like a spin-off of Shin Megami Tensei. So they like share the same like demons and summons and stuff, and similar mechanics at times. Like it's still like a JRPG. They're all JRPGs. They just kind of do it differently. But yeah, they took all the demons from that, and they were like, "Oh, we'll throw it in here and then make a game out of it," right? Anyway, yeah. But I love Persona 4. I love Persona 3. I love Persona 1, which a lot of people are like, "What the heck? I haven't even heard of Persona 1. I haven't even played it." Persona 2, I haven't played. I've played a little bit of Persona 2. It's split into 2 parts because they thought, it's Innocent Sin is part 1, and then Eternal Punishment is part 2. And he plays 2 different main characters, and it's like a sequel. It's like a true sequel.
Oh. Huh.
So yeah, they have a whole story there.
Well, I like that I did not need to like play any of those because
it'd be
a bit of a commitment. So
yeah, definitely. I mean, there's like references and stuff, but like,
I bet
it's not that important, honestly. Like if someone tells you gotta play them all in order, it's just like, nah, dude, come on.
Well, I mean,
you don't
the
need to.
question is then, so which one do you like better?
Oh, which one? Oh,
Maybe
that's
we'll just
tough.
save it till the end.
I mean, yeah, I guess we'll save it to the end. That's true. That's a tough one. I don't know. Anyway.
Maybe as we go through this, it would like.
Yeah, I'll change my mind. Yeah, who knows? Anyway. So yeah, we wake up, we get up, and we get out there, right? And the main menu opens up. And this is something really interesting that I don't think a lot of games do. So you hit new game, right? And it actually, it tells you like, okay, it's like Igor, and he's, we're going to talk about Igor, right? And it's Igor, and he's just like, what seems to be Igor's voice or whatever, right? And this whole thing is spoilers. Yeah, we already tagged spoilers, so if you're watching this and you don't want the game spoiled, then sorry.
For serious.
Yeah, for serious. This is your chance. Go play the game. Otherwise, I'm going to laugh at you and do it. Yes. Anyway. Yeah, so like Igor, or this voice asks you like, okay, this game is gonna contain some stuff that's gonna be like, I forgot what the message is exactly. I should have wrote it down somewhere. But do you remember what he says? Like,
I honestly don't know what you're referring to.
You like start new game, and then like it's like this is a work of fiction and stuff, and like
okay,
and it says to hit yes or no, right?
Well, I mean, okay, I remember that now. Yeah.
So if you hit no,
that was like.
Yeah, I know. You wouldn't think about it, right? Yeah. But if
120 hours.
That's like the hardest part about this. I'm be like, oh, what happened in hour 62?
Anyway, yeah, that was like kind of, oh, okay.
But
it makes sense because they're in Tokyo, like in real life places. So,
yeah, the thing is, they didn't do that with the other Personas. They always had the thing. Yeah, they had the thing that said this will depict real life characters and stuff, but we're a team of all like beliefs and stuff, and they're like we all respect the world.
Creed.
Yeah, but this is the first time that they kind of made you say yes or no, and I think they had it because of like our current situation we're in. Woo! Right, America, yeah, and the rest of the world. Holy shit!
That'd be because when did this game come out in Japan?
2017.
In Japan.
In Japan?
It was like only in like October.
2016, like fourth quarter.
So I guess it wouldn't be too much trouble to add a little menu.
Yeah. True. I mean, I don't know. It's a bit
It is an interesting thought, though.
Yeah, it is an interesting thought that they added that in. But if you say no, actually, he like says something about your like perception of like the world or something, and like you go back to the very beginning of the like it plays the intro again and stuff. It's really interesting. Yeah, it's like he talks about like, oh, I guess you don't have the cognition to like handle this or something.
When I go back and like get on Igor's nerves.
Yeah, no, it's really interesting though. Like it's like they were like, you know what, this is gonna have some heavy-handed shit in it, like compared to like all the other games
I
you've
guess
played.
It is like the most well-known.
This is like the most like, I don't like using the word dark, but it is the most dark quote unquote Persona game.
I thought I heard that P3 was.
No, that just has really depressing shit in it. Like, this is like actual like horrible stuff happens to people, you know?
I mean, yeah, but
Like in Persona 3, like horrible, like there was never like the stuff in Persona. I don't know. It's not as bad. Like it has like really like dark themes.
well, obviously with like the whole political overtone to P5,
yeah.
they have to include.
Well,
something.
not even that, but the religious overtone as well.
Well, it's like in every Persona game, though.
Yeah, that's true. Well, Persona 4 is like
Although,
the
like,
lightest.
that you
lighthearted.
literally summon Satan and shoot
Yeah.
God in the face.
Well, you could do that in 3 and 4 too.
So,
like Lucifer is like the most powerful persona in like
Oh.
the Persona games usually. So
Now Lucifer is like the fifth most powerful.
yeah,
But
because
it's Satan and then it's Satanel.
yeah. Ooh, I know,
Spoilers.
but it's like spoilers anyway. I warned you. I warned you. Sorry. Anyway, the game starts up right, and this intro plays of Oh no, actually, wait a second. An intro doesn't play in this game. Because they actually learned their lesson from 3 and 4, and we're like, we're not going to bore the player for 5 hours before the story starts. I'm not even joking. Persona 4 literally takes like 5 hours to start up.
Well, I mean, this
To actually do some shit. Like, it's
like actually move around.
yeah, I'm not even joking. Like,
Yeah.
it's like really crazy. Like, you can move around like a little bit, but it's like sparse throughout these like 4 or 5 hours. Because then the actual like story starts, and then like, you get into like the motions of I need to do time management stuff and dungeons and all this stuff. That stuff comes like it's such a long-winded intro in 3, but it's even longer in 4. And then they were just like, all right, we got to really like pace this shit so people remain entertained. So they start the game out with this heist, and like you're a player, right?
Oh, I remember that now. Yeah, of
Yeah,
course,
yeah.
that was like the big thing.
Yeah. So the
Big plot point.
this heist starts off. It's in the middle of the game, which I was a little iffy at first. Like I don't like when games
Really?
and media start off in the
like
middle.
That, yeah.
I'm a little against that, but like, yeah, it was pretty good in
I
retrospect.
mean, like I know what you mean because I'm kind of like that too. But everything was just so kind of weird. You're off at least because you're in a giant casino. Everyone's like, oh my gosh, they're here. Oh. And then your steps were all like colorful and stuff. It's like, why is this happening?
yeah, it was
Want
like
to know more. Tell me more.
yeah, it was like mysterious enough that like
Yeah.
it didn't give away too much.
And then they showed you the stealth.
Yeah, they introduce
actually
the
really-
mechanics like right in front of you, like when the game begins, and I really love that because that's the whole like long mark of like this is gonna take forever to get to in 3 and 4, right?
Yeah.
But they're like, no, we're just gonna like have you be a badass right now, and then they like set you up with like a level 50 arcane persona or whatever, and you get to beat an enemy, and then you get to like do some gameplay of like moving around in these dungeons, and this awesome music is playing, by the way, that you won't even hear until like 60 hours later into the game, and then like. I don't know, it's just like such a great intro that like in retrospect, like I was a little iffy at first, like, oh, I hope this isn't gonna be I mean, it's such a badass moment, right? In like the very beginning, because like you're phantom thieving it up over there and all these people, you're avoiding all these guards, demons are being summoned, you're like, what the heck is going on?
All your allies are talking to you too.
Yeah, but you don't know that it's
You
them
don't know
yet.
Who it is yet?
So, but then like if you replay the game, which I did,
Well, I mean, like they as you're doing that level 60 hours later, or 80 in my case,
yeah.
like it tells you all the names. So
Yeah.
at that point, I remember I heard all the people or all the lines. I'm like, oh my god, this is happening. This is it. This is it.
Yeah.
Oh! And then I was just so excited because I knew what happens. But then after that, it's a mystery. Yeah.
Anyway, what happens is
Anyway, whatever, Jason.
if whatever, Jason, you're just like not making any sense, and we have like so much to go through, okay?
Higher game, are we? Because we'll be here for like 220 hours.
I'll be here for 160, apparently. That's how much total time I spent playing this game. It's only been like 20 minutes. Actually, no, it hasn't. How many minutes has it been? It's only been like 15 minutes.
Yeah, see, it's not.
Okay. Jeez, this is going to be a long one. I make long videos all the time. but Anyway, so your guy, you're playing as protagonist Kun, and Protag Kun, right? And he's looking handsome as ever, and he like escapes these guys, and he breaks out of a window all stylishly, and it looks sexy as heck. And then the cops have him surrounded, and he's like, "Oh, what the heck?" And then he's like, "I'm gonna get away from these guys," being the sly bastard that he is. And then he climbs up a ladder, and then what do you know? There's guards waiting for him up there. He gets kicked in the face, falls on the floor, gets arrested, And then the next scene is just a bunch of dialogue, which is famous Persona stuff right there. And basically, you're being interrogated by this lady. Her name is Sai Najima, and she's one of the most important characters in the game. And yeah, she basically tells you, look, I know you've committed a bunch of shit. You're a phantom thief. You're an asshole. She's a lot nicer about it than that.
You know, I think they know these things if they're listening still.
Yeah, probably. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, this shit happens.
It's fun to recap, though, because you're drawing my memory, too.
Yeah, of course. I mean, this is such a long game, too. This is like the longest Persona game, I would say.
Jason.
Remember your feelings, Desu, Desu.
Where though, like when you're telling me about you better not mess up in the interrogation room, like 50 hours in, 60 hours.
Did I tell you that?
Yeah, on Facebook.
Oh, really?
You're like, just, you better listen carefully.
I didn't like say it like that. I was just like, you better pay attention, Jason. I hope it didn't come off that way.
Didn't quite get that through text.
Oh, sorry.
But I mean, like, I was so confused.
That's what I don't think I told you like anything like about
no, you didn't.
Yeah, I know, because that's the best way to experience a Persona game, in my opinion. Anyway, she interrogates you, and then like these guys drugged you, right?
Well,
and you try to recall some memories, and this is where the game kind of like begins, because
first of all, though, you name your character.
Oh yeah, you name your character. What'd you name your character?
What's your name? Yours.
I named mine Makoto Yuki because that is the name of the protagonist of Persona 3, and I am awful at naming protagonists and characters in general. And you might be thinking to yourself, wait, you named your character Makoto? There's already a character named Makoto. Yeah, it was fucking confusing, so...
Did you know that?
No, I did not know there was going to be a character named Makoto. So it was like the best thing ever when I found it. I was like, oh, this is going to be fun.
Wait, you mean like that was an actual character in P3?
In Persona 3, that's like the manga protagonist name is like... Because there's a manga version of Persona 3.
Why would they name two Persona characters the same name?
Well, I mean, in Persona 5, you could just... It's not canon. The name I chose...
like, a P3 character's name Makoto, then P5 character's name's Makoto too.
Because, I don't know, Japanese names? I don't...
It seems really confusing.
I mean...
Not just for you.
That's actually a good point.
Atlas, your game sucks!
No, don't say that! They're not going to send me a free PS4 that I already have.
Can I have it?
No!
Not for that rating, I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. I know. What do you think? You're trying to get my free shit? This is Persona 5. You have to work for it. Where were we, anyway? Oh, yeah. What'd you name your character?
I'm going to go out and say it. Scrunjo Beepus.
That's what you named your character?
Yes.
What is that? What is that a reference to?
It's a comic. Oh, man. What's the person review? Oh, man. I forgot. But... I should just give you the link to it, and you can post it on the comments.
Is it like a Homestuck thing? Or
no, it's not Homestuck. It's a little like snake comic.
Oh my god!
You were there when I showed everybody else.
You guys post so many memes in that chat. I don't even fucking understand you guys anymore. Anyway,
we go too fast. Live fast.
All right, so the game starts off. You're on a subway, and some cutscenes play, and some. This is actually one thing I want to talk about. I didn't understand that whole scene where he's walking through Shibuya Square or whatever, and it's one of the anime cutscenes, and then time freezes, right? And then this blue flame appears, and it's supposed to be Arsene in his persona, yeah. And it's Arsene, right? That's how do you say his name?
It's Arsene.
Arsene, yeah.
Arsene, yeah, because it's not Arsene.
I don't know. Anyway, Arsene, right? He shows up or whatever. I don't understand that scene.
Not a true fan unless you can pronounce Arsene.
I'm sorry. I'm so bad with pronouncing things.
What don't you get about it?
I mean, it just kind of seemed I know every Persona game kind of does that. They have a scene where they see their persona or some shit. And I think it was. Oh wait, was there a blue butterfly in that scene actually? I think there was, right?
No, because there was just a blue butterfly in the scene before that.
Oh, okay. That's why. Oh, wait. That was in the jail scene, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I need to explain some stuff for you. This is kind of it's not really spoilers.
Wait, to me? Or?
To everyone who might not know. But, the blue butterfly is this guy named Philemon. And he's basically the person who gives people persona powers. That's not a spoiler. That's like the very beginning of Persona 1. Anyway.
Oh. Okay.
So yeah, he basically gives people persona powers, and like for some reason, he's in this Philemon guy's in like Persona 1 and 2, and then like in 3 he just appears as a blue butterfly, and then that's what he is in 4 and 5. But like the master,
Is that the assistant in P1?
no, he's not the assistant. He's like he's like a god. He's like a god. Like he's like even more powerful than Igor. So like he's like Igor's he was like the master. He was the master before Igor was.
Master.
Igor worked for Philemon before.
All this lore.
I think so. I think that's the lore. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. You can yell at me in the comments or whatever. Anyway, that's what I understand it is. Anyway. So yeah, that whole scene was like, okay. And then you actually get to play the game again, because you get to move around and find the Cafe LeBlanc, and that's what I really...
That part was so confusing.
Oh, like, because you're so unfamiliar?
Well, it makes total sense in context, and it's kind of like a mechanic that works, because you're new. But it's like, what? Where am I going? Why don't...
actually,
find the place, please.
I was kind of like used to it because like I played Persona games before. Like you always walk through like these neighborhoods and shit, right?
Always like dead end back streets.
Yeah. Seriously, that's what that happens. Yeah, I can see it being really confusing for new people. I don't know. I kind of like that they don't hold your hand as much though.
Well, I mean,
in the beginning compared to the other games.
Then that's true. They make it a gameplay thing and not a movie.
Yeah, because, like, what's best experienced is, like, oh, I'm going to look around this neighborhood. Because, like, it kind of puts you in the shoes of the character, right? Because, like, he's lost. He doesn't know where he's going.
It's a good game mechanic.
Yeah. He's like, where the fuck do I go? Where's Cafe LeBlanc? He doesn't even know how to pronounce it because he's a Japanese kid. He's like...
Yeah, well, I find it funny that there's no actual Japanese on the banner outside in the front.
I know. There's like, a lot of, like, funny moments where, like, they, like, realize, like, oh, we're speaking Japanese. But they're speaking English.
Like in Hawaii.
Yeah, in Hawaii, they're like, yeah, we speak Japanese. And like it's like, odd, you're speaking like English to me. So like
Ryuji, but you're talking English at me.
He's like, wow.
Wow, look at the island.
I know, Ryuji, son of a bitch.
By the way, guys, I'm a phantom thief.
I'm a phantom thief. I know, every time he yells at him, I'm just like, okay, I want to talk about Ryuji because like he's like one of the most like, I don't know how I feel about him. Anyway. So yeah, you go to the Cafe LeBlanc, which is like your home, right? And you meet this guy. His name is Sojiro Sakura. He's gonna be your guardian and shit. And you basically live in his attic and stuff. And this guy treats you like shit. The entire world is treating you like shit because, come to find out,
you're a criminal.
Yeah, you are on probation because like you assaulted a man, or you got framed for it at least. And yeah, your life sucks, and you're on probation for like a year. And or is it 6 months? He's on probation for 6 months.
I think it's a year.
Oh, is it a year? Okay. Anyway, I have the details, right?
You played it 3 times. You should know.
I played it twice.
Okay.
No. Second time, I skipped through all the fucking times.
Between us, it was 3 times.
Because I just wanted to play the game and just have a good time, which is like really nice because like you weren't able to like skip cutscenes that fast in Persona 3 and 4, but in this game you could just like press a button and just
fast. Yeah,
and it's just like yes, good job. Good job adding that in. Anyway, yeah, so, like, you, like, live in this attic and shit, and then you go to school for the first time, and then, like, you get registered and stuff. You meet Kawakami, your homeroom teacher. She's Bamf, and she's so cool, dude. And, yeah, you're just getting used to the environments and stuff, and then the next day... Yeah, for 5 hours. Actually, this intro is, like, 2 or 3, honestly.
It was, like, 5 hours until
like something like happens, you know, like
until something happens.
Yeah, and so like the very next day you wake up, you go to school, and then it starts to rain and shit, and you're standing under like a thing, and an anime cutscene plays, and there's this hot chick by the name of Ann Takami, and she's like, "Oh my god,
it's raining!
It's raining!" She doesn't say that actually. She doesn't say any of that. She's super hot girl, right, next to you, and like. Oh my god, right? The protagonist is like,
oh my god.
They exchange glances. They breathe on each other, probably.
Mm-hmm.
And then this guy in a car comes in, and he's like, hey, you want to ride? And Anne's like, okay. Right? Because Anne's got some troubles and shit, right? And then you meet motherfucking Ryuji Sakamoto! And he comes in, and he's like, oh, that guy's a bastard. And then he looks at you, and he's like, wow, who are you? And then, this is like the most hyper I've been in a video, sorry.
Cool.
Anyway, this guy comes in, and he's just like, what you do? What? And then the protagonist is like, dude, like, we go to the same school. Let's like go to school together, right? And he's like, okay. And then like you follow him through another anime cutscene, and then instead of just go, hey, shut up! I'm trying to talk here.
It's a heel. Okay, calm down.
Anyway, through another. Okay, I'm sorry. Anyway, there's another anime cutscene, and like you're walking, and suddenly like it's raining. Your foot starts to glow with like weird pink paint and shit, right? And you're like, what the heck? And then like you go to a castle, and you're like, wait, what the fuck? I'm in a castle? And then like you and Ryuji are like go inside this castle.
It's happening.
And it's like
the game is happening.
And at that moment, I'm like, I'm out. The game's happening. And it's like it only took 2 hours this time, but anyway, yeah. So like shit starts to go down. You get captured by these guards in the dungeon, and then this guy who can only be described as a giant man-child named Kamoshida comes out in a crown, and he looks like he has the yellow eyes. And if you're familiar with Persona games, yellow eyes means bad stuff.
But I mean, like, when you awaken your persona, your eyes turn yellow.
In Persona 4, I don't want to say.
I will play that game.
Yeah, you will play that game. Yeah. But Persona 4, yellow eyes, pretty important. Anyway,
is that a spoiler?
It's not a spoiler.
You didn't tag your spoilers at me.
I'm sorry. I won't try to spoil Persona 4 because if Persona 4 is like a masterpiece, dude. I'm just saying. Anyway, let's try to focus on this. So, God, this is the distraction podcast or whatever. This isn't even a podcast. It's gonna be a podcast. I don't need to put up random images and shit. Anyway, I don't even know what I'm gonna do for like the background of this video.
What background do you mean?
Like as screenshots or some slideshows and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't even know. Anyway, so yeah, Ryuji and you
put this really
put
cool
in
box art.
Oh yeah, I guess I could. I could just take a picture of it, and then people could listen to our nonsense for several hours. Do. If you hold on, life will change. It won't change. Sorry, it won't change, and then it will change later.
After
so
that,
yeah. Anyway,
I get it right.
So yeah, you're in this cell, and then Kamoshida is trying to kill you, and then what do you know? Protagonist is just like persona, and then he just awakens his persona, and he's a badass, and then he kicks the ass of and then the game starts. You get to play shit, right? And then your clothes change, and then Ryuji's like, dude, your clothes changed, and then you're like, yeah, my clothes changed.
They're pretty cool.
Yeah, they're pretty cool, right? Mm-hmm. And then you exit that cell, you lock Kamoshida in his own cage, and he's like, right? Right? And then you get out of there, and then you're running through the dungeon, you get to play, and you get to mess around a little more. And then you meet Morgana, which is the main cat dude. Mascot character. Yeah, totally a guy, by the way.
Just to remind all y'all.
I know, if you were thinking Morgana was a girl, then...
Guilty.
Yeah, that's what I thought for a while too. I actually there was that cutscene with Kyosuke, or not Kyosuke. What's his name again? Yusuke. Sorry,
you only played it twice.
I forget these things so easily. Anyway, Yosuke or whatever. Yosuke. That's Persona 4. Whoops. Yusuke. Why do they have to make it sound so similar? I'm an idiot. Anyway. Yeah, Yusuke is just is he a girl or a guy? Anyway, we're talking about some dumb cutscene coming up. Anyway, so
you gotta get through it.
We got to get through this.
30 hours prior.
I know. We're trying to get to the 30-hour point.
Yeah. We're still on hour 3.
How are we doing on time? Are we just... Oh, okay. We're on half an hour already. Jesus Christ.
So it's 10 minutes per hour per game?
We won't talk about the entirety of the game because it's pretty repetitive, but it's still pretty fun. Anyway, so yeah, you meet Morgana and he's helping you out and stuff, and then you get out of the castle, and then... This is kind of the annoying part to me, just a tiny bit. But you keep going in and out of that dungeon 3 or 4 times.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, one is for the tutorial, and then another is for the tutorial again because you're taking pictures of all the students getting abused and stuff.
Well, they just kind of break it up.
Yeah, well, it's much better than Actually, the first dungeon in Persona 4 is really annoying, but. I think I actually like this game better because at least they paced it out a little better. And it's more realistic to the actual gameplay because you'll actually go in there a few times anyway. So
yeah. I mean, like later dungeons, I just beat them all in one day.
Yeah, that's what I did. I was just like,
oh wait a minute, you can do this all in one go. Oh, okay.
it's like, oh, I am a badass.
Because I mean, the way they force you to go in and out like that. Wait. Makes the castle seem a lot longer than it is, which is an overall plus, I think.
Yeah, definitely. It definitely wants you to like, especially if you're like a first time person. That's what I want to ask. Did you get like because the first you must have like just learned over time how to like play it really well, huh? Like,
what do you mean?
Because like usually in Persona games, like that's what they usually do. They like Persona 3 has this Tartarus Tower thing, right? It's like 250 floors or whatever, right? And obviously you can't do it all in one day. Unless you're like a pro. Yeah, it's all just one dungeon, and it's really boring, by the way. Anyway, so yeah, you like climb up this tower, but like they don't expect you to do it because they like kind of lock you out, but they don't expect you to like go through like half of those floors in one day because like there's some really tough enemies, and by the time your mana bar or TP or whatever, it's a SP they call it. That's kind of like your gauge for how far you can go in the game. And that's always kind of how it's been in 3 and 4.
Mm-hmm,
so, yeah. And I think like they really paced it out really well because like the recovery items for those things are like super hard to find and like they're like kind of a pain in the ass to like get sometimes.
Yeah. Well, and then you rank up Sojiro's confidant and then you break the game.
Yeah, I know.
No,
we're gonna talk about that.
Sojiro plus Kawakami.
Yeah, I know. That's time optimization, which they have never really done in Persona 4 or 3.
Oh.
Yeah, this is the first time they were like, all right, we're gonna just actually go. This is the first time all the confidants will actually like do something, like because like some of like in Persona 4, when you rank up your social links, they like increase their skills just like they do in 5. But like all the other ones, like they don't really do much. Like there's one that like
just for the lulz. And the,
there's just for the story and the experience, but it's not even that bad because like they're really cool at stories and stuff. Like all the characters in Persona 4, they're good. They're so good. I don't know. I like the ones in 5 a lot better, a little bit.
So you're saying I like it better?
I don't know yet though. I'm actually gonna play Persona 4 again. It's pretty soon. I played it a second time and I was like, man, that was great. But then I didn't max out all the social links, so I feel like I need to go back and do that to like really appreciate it.
Just get it all in.
Yeah, definitely.
Appreciate
like,
it more.
Yeah,
take your time, so you'll
take your time. I know that's such a cool loading screen.
I want that on a shirt.
I want that like on a keychain or something. I don't know. Anyway,
Porque no estos.
So yeah, you're traversing this dungeon and stuff, and then where were we? Like I guess like some real life stuff happens, and then like some girl tries to commit suicide, right?
Oh, Shio.
Yeah, Shio.
And that was like
Ann's friend.
She gets
real. So that's like the part where like I felt like, oh god, this is gonna be like one Persona game, like you know.
Okay, pervy teacher. Okay, whatever.
Yeah, this pervy teacher is just like you explain. I don't know.
No, it's like okay, pervy teacher. I can get that, or well, I mean, I don't really get it, but okay, girl jumping off the building like randomly in the middle of school. Oh my god, real.
I know. It's just like, whoa, okay, this is like getting a little intense.
And then just because, then the way they're like, oh my god, Anne the one for Shio, and it's like,
yeah, I know. Every time Ann talks about Shio, take a drink, right?
Yeah, really. It should be a fun drinking game.
I know. But so Morgana, this cat, you kind of run. Morgana.
He's not a cat, Shio.
I'm sorry. He's a human. Anyway, this human named Morgana, posed as a cat. Is just like, he comes to your world eventually, and he's like, look, I know shit's going down, and you guys want to do something about it. You're frustrated. Ryuji's like pissing his pants everywhere, right? Because that's the only thing he knows how to do, the big baby. Anyway, and he runs. I guess he runs, right? He can run.
Wait, I'm sorry. I was trying to think where we're in the story.
Oh, I'm just kind of like rushing through all this shit. Anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, because like it's gonna take too long.
You press the rush button.
I pressed the rush button. Yeah, I'm getting through these battles really quick. Anyway, so yeah, Morgana's like, look, I can help you. We can go into this other world and we can change people's hearts and make them confess all their sins. Yeah, we'll make a deal, and you make a deal with Morgana, and then all of you get persona powers, and it's a badass moment, and then. That's where the game really starts, because you start managing your time, you have to manage the time you go into the dungeons, and then all this stuff, it just introduces you to like all these mechanics. It introduces you to the social links, like the
Confidants.
Confidants. It's social links, whatever.
No,
Anyway.
don't worry, I was calling social links the entire time too.
So I actually have to ask you, what do you think about, because like that's all like normal for me because I played a bunch of Persona, but like what did you think? Like when you got to that point, you were just like the game opened up and you were just like, how were you
Doing
feeling
my
at that
own
point?
thing, I was like ready to smack Kamoshida up to the head.
Were you like super invested? Like did the game like build it up really well and like made you like, oh, I hate this guy? Because I thought it did.
Much.
I thought it did it perfectly, honestly.
Yeah.
Because like, what better way to get people to hate you than make people try to commit suicide, right?
Yeah. And I was kind of like, okay, it's kind of melodramatic because like everybody in the school was affected by it some way and nobody said anything.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of like, oh, that's really kind of plays up his character. Not really a bad thing.
No, yeah, definitely. Like, you gotta create a villain
And
in
then
order to like.
once we continue the story, and it's like, oh, the principal is overseeing all of this.
Yeah,
All of
and
this
then it
certain-
goes higher than
the
that,
school.
and then
Like, okay, that I guess it makes sense then.
yeah.
And then yeah.
Anyway, yeah, that whole happens. But I want to ask, like, how was playing the game for you? Was it like really hard at first? Because
That's a
Persona
very rough
game.
question.
Wait, what do you mean?
How was playing the game?
Okay, sorry. So let me explain. Persona games are really known for being difficult.
I thought it was pretty easy. But I
Oh,
was
really?
on-
Okay.
I was on what's the default?
Normal.
remember.
Yeah.
Normal. I was on normal.
Yeah, I think they like made the beginning a lot easier because Persona 3 and 4 are just like rock hard. Persona 3 and 4 have this weird issue where there are literally skills, you know, like Hama and all that stuff. That stuff appears like after the second dungeon, and like stuff just instant kills you, and it's just like so brutal.
Well, I mean, Hama appeared in the third dungeon on this, I think.
Yeah, but like enemies don't use it. I noticed that enemies don't use it as more frequently than they do in like Persona 3 and 4 at least. Because there's like light based skills like that do damage, and that wasn't in Persona 4 and 3. Like all you had in 3 and 4 was just Hama and Mahama. You had the insta kill skills. You didn't have damage skills
Oh, weird.
that for light and dark. It was really
I thought that was a really cool little thing. Like they can do damage with the only skill type stick and insta kill you.
yeah.
It's like symbolic, man.
It definitely, yeah. but they also it like kind of works for you the same way for you, you know?
Yeah.
Because like you're the enemies in Persona are always like kind of a challenge in my opinion. Well, I you know honestly I'd like to go back and play on hard mode and see if it really
Me
is
too,
that
yeah.
more difficult. Because like
The only real challenge, I mean, not like the only real challenge to heal for me was when they were surrounded, and that was kind of it when they were surrounded.
can I be honest with you though? Because like I found Persona 5 to be really easy. I beat like all like most of the bosses. Okay.
Try.
So the first dungeon was like the hardest part for me because I have to get used to a game before I like really. So I died like several times. You know, like that elevator in Kamoshida's castle that like appears and it's an ambush. There's like a chest.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I died on that like twice.
You never see it coming.
I never saw it coming. Right. Anyway, and it was just like the most like frustrating thing ever. Right? Because like I lost all that progress. I have to go back and then I died again. And I had to do it again.
I
And
didn't
then
even see it the first way. I went back to the main room, saved, and then came back just to explore.
yeah.
I'm like, wait a minute. Good thing I didn't go to the first
I
time.
really like the level design in the game. It's
Yeah,
so
I
good
heard
compared
that
to like the
previous ones.
randomization of like 4 and 3.
I heard that they were the random ones. Yeah, I just every little bit of the dungeons were
Handcrafted to
meaningful,
perfection. Yeah.
yeah. Like, I mean, Mementos was random, and that was okay.
That
they were short
Yeah.
floors, so you're like, yeah, I know where I'm going.
thank
when I'm
God they
gonna
were
get
short.
there.
Seriously.
But yeah, I mean, if they're any longer, I'd be like, man.
That's how they are in 3. They're
Oh.
just super long and infuriating and the higher you go up, the more lost you'll get.
Oh my
And
god.
then like everything is just more deadly that way because you're gonna split up your dudes and they'll all look for an area.
You
But
split up?
yeah, you can split up your characters and shit. And then like you can run into enemies and they can run into enemies. And they'll usually die if they run into an enemy.
Oh
so
my
you gotta
God.
go help them. And then like it's just like the most miserable experience. Anyway.
The level design for all the castles was just great.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
They all, I mean, of course, they're all just corridors, but they all seemed different. Like,
They all felt different.
yeah, like the Kanashiro, the gangster.
Ah, yeah, the
Like,
bank.
Just the bank vault stage. That was
Yeah.
like So good.
What was your favorite dungeon? I guess that's a good point.
I was thinking of on the way here.
I honestly think my favorite is the first one. Like,
Why?
I don't know. It's just like such a
Just the nostalgia.
kind of, but I think it really is that like level design of like, here's how these dungeons are gonna work. You're gonna backtrack. You're gonna do this, and like that one felt like it really like trained you up for the rest of the game. And I just like really love
That makes sense. Yeah.
I just really love well designed shit. Like I'm just like such a sucker for that kind of stuff.
Well, I mean, I agree with you there.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but how about which ones I didn't think were the best? Well, I didn't think Madarame was the best.
Oh, I like parts of
pretty
Madarame. Like the one where you go into the paintings is like super fucking cool, right?
That was a really good mechanic. I mean, I liked all of them, of course, but Madarame wasn't the best. I don't think even Cheetos was the best.
Yeah, I don't like the ship too much.
It was a really cool idea.
It's really like just like that whole mouse thing was not my thing.
Mouse. Oh yeah.
You just had to go back and forth.
I like that puzzle idea. Yeah.
I like the concept. I just think it was like executed like kind of like, oh come
Really?
on.
Oh.
Like it's not like it wasn't designed badly. Far from it. It's just made to be kind of like an endurance test, I feel.
Yeah, I see what you mean, because like after every single recommendation, there was a mouse trap like that after each one. So I'm like, I can see it got a little bit repetitive after a while. But I mean,
yeah, but it's not like I wouldn't say it's like terrible design or anything. No. It's meant to like because like at that point in the game, you're like ready for an endurance test, you know?
Yeah.
You're made to build, it's like the last boss or something.
But I mean, although the mechanic was the same, the puzzle itself was different. Like, they didn't throw the same solution at you multiple times.
Yeah.
It was always different.
Yeah, it was always different.
So,
and
lots of love put in there.
Yeah, definitely lots of love. You know this game got delayed 4 times, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so like I definitely, you know, game development is such a stressful thing, I think, for these companies, especially Japanese development companies, because I heard it's brutal over there. Like it really is, and I'm just glad that like they were able to like design it as well as they could. I mean, the only like bugs and problems I found with the game were like audio ones.
Really?
Yeah, there were like a little bit of like audio issues where like they would say some dialogue, but the like the subtitle wouldn't match up. Like what they were saying in the speech bubble doesn't match up to what they're saying in the voice acting. It's like really.
I never saw it.
It's like really subtle, like you wouldn't notice. They say the same, like along the same lines of like what they're trying to convey, but like the like specific wording is just off. And it's like a really like it kind of takes you out a little bit. It's like what the heck?
Oh, you're saying the subtitles is different than what actually.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I never noticed that. So
yeah,
I don't know.
It's a really weird thing. Like you wouldn't catch it unless you were like really paying attention.
Huh.
But it's kind of funny. But yeah. It's a really well made game, and also like it feels like because I was just watching a video about this. Like I think his name's like the best guy ever, and he came up with like this video, and he was talking about like modern games development and how like we gotta add the DLC, we gotta like do this. It's like they don't complete a game.
Yep.
They don't complete a game and just like sell it anymore. Mm-hmm. But like Persona 5 actually felt like they completed a game and they just wanted to sell it.
Yeah,
you know?
I mean that
it's like the most like satisfying thing in the world to me.
Yeah, I mean, it was just perfect, almost. But if they did make a DLC, I would like buy it instantly.
They do have DLC.
So,
it's all costumes.
I mean, it's all costumes.
If it was story based,
yeah.
I don't know how I'd feel. As long as it wasn't like on the disc.
Wasn't
already.
that on the end? Yeah.
Yeah.
Or on the disc, yeah.
I was talking about that Makoto fanfiction I made up in my head, but maybe I'll share that afterward.
Tell them all.
Yeah. Anyway.
Anyway,
we won't go in order because like that's going to take forever. But anyway, yeah. So let's talk about the characters.
I'm still trying to think which dungeon is the best.
Oh, really?
I mean, let's see. Madarame, Kanashiro.
Well, let's talk all about the dungeons then, because for now, and then we'll talk about characters and story.
What's after Kanashiro? Haru's dad.
Kanashiro?
Kanashiro.
Oh yeah. No.
Omakura.
Yeah, Haru's dad. Omakura. Yeah, the hamburger dude.
And then Cheetah. That's it?
No, there's Kanashiro, or no, sorry. Kamoshida. Madarame. There's Pig Dude, where my favorite waifu is introduced. Kanashiro. And then there's Haru's dad, and then what's the fifth one?
And Shido.
Oh, Shido.
You never see it coming. You say that my mind is too fast.
Wow, there's only 5?
Yeah.
I feel like we're missing something. No, there's 5. There's Shido, and then there's the last one, technically.
Well, yeah, but I mean,
Wow, there's only 5? Really?
6 engines. Okay, yeah.
Holy shit. That's crazy, eh?
We're at 120 hours.
I know, that's actually, like, really impressive that, like, they, like, really, like, drew out 120 hours, or, well, it's technically I beat the game in 90, but...
Oh my, well, I mean, did you, like, skip anything?
No,
Or
I didn't
how-
skip anything.
How
in
did
90
you
hours.
get 90 and I got 115?
How much of the social links did you max out? Maybe that was why.
A bunch of them.
I maximized a bunch of them too, but I don't think I ever like completed all of them. That's
No,
what I did on my
yeah,
second
yeah.
playthrough because like it's really hard to max them all out unless you like save scum or something.
That's what I... What?
You know what save scumming is? It's like maybe you. Okay,
If
we
you
have to
messed
talk
up
about.
a little bit.
Yeah, then you have to like
Okay, yeah.
reload a
I
save.
did that a few times.
I did that a 1 or 2 times, but
'Cause-
then I was
yeah.
like, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna
Yeah.
like, play the game again anyway." So
Yeah, I figured that it'd be
It-
like impossible to get it all in one go.
on new
I got-
game, that your stats and stuff,
Yeah.
and actually this is new. Your confidant bonuses, if you maxed out the link, stay with you as well. So it's as soon as
you didn't max it out.
then you have to just redo it all.
So
over again.
that's what the point of the little trinket you got.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's the
okay,
point.
That's what I thought.
And it's so crazy because like when Kawakami is introduced, it's just like you can start breaking the game immediately and just like optimizing your time and shit. And it's just like it makes the game so much more like satisfying to play. I don't know. Anyway,
How do they? I'm just interested. How do they remember you? I mean, obviously, like you show them trinkets, something happens.
I think it's just whatever. They don't care. It's not like a remembrance thing. It's just
Oh.
like, oh, you have the item here. It does something.
Oh,
Too much gameplay thing. I don't know. You can have multiples of them. Like at the end, if you like max it all out and you talk to them again, you'll get a second one. So it's like, oh, I have 2 things that you gave me that one unique time. That's really funny. But yeah.
I think my first 10 was Kawakami. Then what was his son? The politician.
Oh, okay. You want to know something about that? The Sun one, the politician, right?
He's a good game breaker too.
No. I never ran into him the very first time.
Really?
I never did
never
the
found him?
I never found him in the beginning of my very first playthrough. I never found him, and then the second time I was like, "Oh, this guy!" I just like missed this guy completely, and I was like, I wasn't even gonna max him out because like I didn't even know he existed. But like,
Obviously,
yeah, it was
Well-
really funny that like I missed one completely. It was so crazy.
I think
I love that.
I think I only found what was the little kid gamer in the arcade?
Oh yeah, I know.
I found him pretty late.
He's like one of the last ones you max out. I think he was the very last one I maxed out. Because
Oh, you maxed him out,
Tower is usually in the Persona games is like one of the last ones you do because it takes a lot longer. So
I think I found him like in the middle of Okimura's palace.
oh yeah, I think when does he appear? Oh, he appears because of a quest actually, or a request.
Yeah.
Some of them appear because of requests.
Well,
so-
that was about the time I got the quest then.
Yeah, some of them are
Okay.
paced at certain points
Yeah.
so that you can't access them until you do a certain quest or it appears at a certain date.
Through Mishima.
Yeah.
I
What did you
hate
think about
Mishima.
the combat system? Actually, I want to finish talking about the dungeons real quick so that we can at like every little aspect, so that we can just go to social links and all our favorite waifus.
Mm-hmm. Well, like what else about dungeons?
How'd you like the combat? Was it
Combat, of course.
was it really like hard for you or interesting or
No, it was really interesting. Like, cause my first JRPG was Final Fantasy X.
I think that was everyone's favorite.
Yeah.
Actually, mine was that's not true. My first JRPG was Tales of Symphonia, probably.
I haven't played that, but
I have a lot of the Tales games. I love the Tales series.
little plug there.
I was actually
yeah.
playing Vesperia, actually. again because it was really good. But then I'm a little bored right now, so I'll probably just play some Wii U stuff.
I'm gonna borrow P4 too.
If you want, sure.
Okay.
You're not gonna run away with it, are you?
Probably not.
You can get on the PS4 store too. It has a little bit better performance on PS3, I think. So
That costs money.
it's $20.
I'll just take your game and never talk to you again.
Okay.
I think the best thing, or obviously the most unique mechanic about the combat is the One Wars.
Yeah.
Is that like a thing for all Persona
Yep.
games? Okay.
Well, no, it started at like 3.
Okay. All the new Persona games.
Yeah. It's pretty. Well, tell me what you think about it, because I could say a lot about it.
I know, it was just really cool. Like, just, I don't know how to explain it. It was just so cool because the flow of battle just kept going. And as long as you changed stuff, then it just was awesome.
It rewards you for doing well,
For doing
and
good
like paying
stuff,
attention. Yeah. And like it punishes you for like making mistakes like pretty harshly sometimes. Sometimes your entire like during bosses, like it's really relevant. I feel because like it'll like wipe your entire team out like you pretty much if you're not careful. Oh yeah, we need to talk about the secret boss battle actually, but
Secret boss?
Oh,
No.
I don't want to spoil it for you, right? You haven't played it.
I haven't played what? The boss.
It's a new game plus. You can only access it. So
okay.
yeah,
Like I haven't played what I played this game. We're talking about.
it's pretty obvious who the secret boss is. Anyway, but yeah,
I'm interested now.
yeah. No, I definitely the secret boss is like it really makes you like master all the things you've learned about the game, and like because you have to fight that boss in a very specific thing, and there's like kind of like you have to do it in a very specific way, because if you don't, then like the boss will just instantly kill you, and like you don't die and get a game over, but like you have to restart the entire challenge over, and it actually takes like an hour or two to like beat.
Ooh.
It's like one of those.
That
It's like a Final
sounds
Fantasy 12 hunt,
awesome.
you know?
Yeah. Tiamat.
Yeah, fuck that shit. I don't want to deal with that. No, thank you.
It's a battle system. Sorry. What was it saying?
What was your favorite Persona? Tell me.
I mean, Satanel, but I mean...
Yeah, that's okay. Except for like
Satanel? I gotta
Yeah.
get my pronunciation right if I'm going to be a good fan.
Cena. Well, okay. The only time I think he appeared was in like other Megami Tensei games. So like him appearing here was like a really big deal.
Oh.
Yeah.
I got the Satan persona just before the final battle.
I did too. Yeah.
Yeah. And I was so happy because
How much of the compendium did you complete?
I think it was like 58 or something.
Oh, nice. At the end, I had like pretty much the same, and then like I swear, filling the compendium can be like really confusing and really tedious, especially because like there's no like money trick I found in the game. Persona 4 has a money trick, and there's a leveling trick in Persona 5. But,
I've heard of it, but I haven't done it.
yeah. Oh, a money trick?
No, level trick.
Oh, you really like grinded your characters then, huh? You didn't use the Reaper trick?
The Reaper? Yeah.
I used the Reaper too.
I used
so-
it twice.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't use the Reaper the first time on my first playthrough. I did it on my second because I felt like it was a little like kind of cheap. But
Yeah, me too. But I'm like, do I really want to just grind all day, or do I just want to get it done?
it's in the game, and like
yeah.
it's on like 4 very specific days that you can do it.
It's
so,
actually like a really neat little trick.
it is. I feel like it's well hidden enough that like it rewards you for like
It's kind of
finding it.
obvious, but it's kind of hidden.
Well, you wouldn't like think about it like through normal gameplay if you weren't like if you didn't like hear about it, you know?
Because obviously Morgana tells you about the Reaper.
Yeah, he tells you, and he's like, "This shit's gonna fuck you up." And yeah, have you ever tried fighting him normally? That's what I tried to do. I was like level like 90 something, and I was like, I bet I could take him. It's like, oh no, he's really hard actually.
Well, I mean,
I think he's like a little harder than the secret boss.
really?
Yeah, well, like because like he just doesn't want to take damage. Like he's just like an asshole about it.
When he's despaired, I still try and attack him a little bit. Like 19, 21, 19. Nope, I'm not gonna do it.
It's like, wow, I feel wimpy. Yeah. But, yeah, so what'd you think about Mementos? Was that like tedious to you, or
I mean, I said before, like the floors were just long enough that it wasn't
yeah,
like too short, but it wasn't boring either.
yeah? Did you like how like all the requests like went in there as well?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Well, I really liked how Mentos didn't end up being just a side thing.
yeah. Well, okay, that's the thing. Like I thought it was gonna be just like, oh, they want to like do a homage to Persona 3, but then like
Oh, because yeah,
yeah,
the
Morgana keeps saying like, I need to know what's at the bottom, and like
yeah. That looking back, that was a really good.
that was a great hint to the players to be like, all right, you need to like, if you haven't been exploring Mementos, you gotta go, dude.
Yeah, because that would be rough to do it all in one go.
But it's only like 50 something floors, right? So like it's actually a lot more like plausible to just kind of rush through it all, especially toward the end, because like the Velvet Twins help you out,
Yeah,
and they could just free heal you anyway. So, but yeah, it is rather tedious to like do it all. But I'm glad they really wanted you to pace it out, and that's kind of how the game.
well, I found it a little bit disappointing that the last floors weren't that hard at all,
Yeah, they always keep it like one tier lower than the dungeon you are.
which is kind of sucky.
Yeah, until the very end where they just like, all right, this is the final dungeons.
Difficulty up.
I know, it's just like, oh, we're ready to kick your ass.
Speed up. Difficulty up.
I know.
Yep, it was fun.
It was fun. It was a lot of fun.
Also, just like about the battle system, you can do so many different ways you can complete each battle.
Ah, yeah. There's no like one way to like kind of go at it. Sometimes you could just kind of brute force
Even
some of those enemies.
Futaba's special move is just like, yeah, I'm in battle, and all of a sudden, and now you're dead.
Yeah, variety. For a lot of variety in the gameplay. I'm actually glad they added 2 new elements, because Sai and Nuke aren't in the other Persona games. Nuclear is in Persona 1. But and Persona 1 had like a bunch of elements in it that don't make any sense. It had like water and earth and all this other weird
That
shit.
makes sense.
Yeah, but they took them out in like 3 and 4. But then they're back in Persona. Well, 2 of them are back in Persona 5, and it's really cool because it adds a lot more dynamic. And they actually have like special like attributes, like if an enemy is burned and using a nuclear skill on it, I'll do bonus damage. Or
Really? I didn't even know that.
yeah, that's a thing. And if an enemy has like
He's paralyzed and use wind. I mean, yeah.
yeah, if he's paralyzed. Oh no, I was talking about if he's burned and you use wind, it does extra damage.
Sorry.
There's like a bunch of like hidden like damage boosters in the game, which is really cool.
I didn't know about the burn thing.
Like, did you know if like you an enemy has like a status effect on it and you use a psi skill on it, then it'll do bonus damage? I know, right? There's a lot of like really like hidden shit in there. It's really
know
cool.
that.
Yeah, that's why like Haru and Makoto's characters are like really like in battle. They're like a lot more technical to use because like Makoto like
Technical. I wouldn't call
oh
it
yeah.
technical, but
Well, I think Haru is a little bit more like she's a little bit more difficult to like kind of master.
because she has so many good moves.
But she's a
so-
glass cannon. She dies really easily. She has like the
Yeah.
lowest HP of any of the
Glass
characters.
cannon, that's a great phrase.
That's a MMO term.
And Morgana has the lowest defense, so I learned. Who was your party?
Oh,
Out of
most of the time?
curiosity, yeah.
I always had Makoto in my party because I
Of
love her.
course, because waifu.
I like having Ryuichi in there because he was super cool. And then the third slot, I just kind of switched out a bunch. I know for the last boss battle, I used Yusuke because I had the speed buff on him, I had the defense buff on Makoto, and then I had the attack buff on Ryuji, so I could just kind of use that every turn. But then I had, I beat the last boss my first time through with Sandlafon, who kind of became my favorite persona. Sandlafon is what happens when you max out Mishima's social link, the moon.
Mm-hmm.
And Sam,
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And he's like the angel. He has this move called
I
sword.
can get them.
Yeah.
I can get that one because there's just so many different fusions. I didn't have them.
I know. It's just like, so it's a time commitment. But he had like the sword skill that was really cool anyway. And it did a lot of damage, and I just used that the entire time.
Yeah, the you use charge and then God's hand.
Oh yeah, it's so broken. It does so much damage. I was actually surprised that like I could consistently do so much damage to like enemies. They like really balanced it out really well. So
And the final boss, when you tried to use charge on the sword or the God Santa on the sword, because that one was reflecting.
Oh
physical.
no, you won't.
That killed me.
No. You want to know what happened to me? That very last boss battle, I had the Persona. What's the Indian one? It's not sure. What's the max fool
Shiva?
one? No, when you max out fool, what's the one you get?
Oh, fool! I have no idea.
It's like an Indian god. I forgot his name though. He's like a really. It's not Hanuman. It's
I know which one you mean.
Yeah, he has Vishnu. Yeah, Vishnu.
Oh.
Vishnu has like the ultimate like wind skill, which like does damage to ultimate wind damage to like all enemies or whatever.
Yeah.
I mind charged and then I used that skill and I attacked everyone and I think it was like the book or something that like reflected that and I almost died. Because the main character dies, then it's over, game over immediately, right? I was just like, oh god, and I got super lucky that I didn't die. But yeah, I beat that boss in one shot too.
Really? Oh.
Yeah, I beat all the like MK bosses in one try. It was like super easy to me.
Don't brag, so you'll.
I like this is like the only game I can brag about, honestly. Like if I can be that modest, like I suck at like all these other games, but like Persona games, I'm down. I know what's going on. Anyway, yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm fine.
No. I was gonna say. I forgot what I was gonna say. Was that it about the battles and stuff, like dungeons and all that?
That was all.
Let's talk about the characters.
Only battles is great.
Yeah, I love it. Oh, the battle theme. Yeah, super cool.
Oh, yeah.
All the battle themes were really cool.
Another one I have in my car all the time.
Last surprise. Anyway.
What was it? Characters.
Yeah, characters. Well, let's talk about so the main Phantom Thieves. Who are your favorites?
Like a party?
Yeah, like no, just like not at your party, but like your character story
I
wise.
think Yusuke and Anne are my least favorite, and the rest are pretty cool.
Oh yeah, that's pretty funny.
Why?
No, I don't like them that much either. Yusuke I don't really like. He's kind of. I mean, he's like, they're not that bad. They're still like really likable characters, but like I'm just like, I'll max out your social link later.
Later never comes.
Yeah, my favorite was Makoto.
I wonder why.
That
no, but really though, yeah. Well, I agree with you. But go on.
I think everybody loves her though. Makoto and Haru, people just love. I think a lot of people. There's a lot of Haru fans. Like,
small plant lady.
Yeah, I know the botanist over here.
But I think Makoto's story is the best though.
Yeah, I dated her because like she was I don't know, she like her whole story like fits in really well as like a romance character because like she's the sister of the person interrogating you. She's like kind of like the brains behind the operation and stuff too, and like I don't know, it's just like her plotline. I wish her social link was a little bit better. Like it was like it was
rewards or
no, not the rewards because I mean she turns into a badass fighter, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I mean she's the most badass character in the entire game, honestly. But
besides Joker.
Besides who?
Besides Joker.
Oh, Joker. Oh yeah, of course. I mean that handsome
goes
devil.
without saying, yeah.
Yeah, I know. The main character is so good looking, dude. I'm not gay, but like if I was, like,
but damn,
I would tap that.
I think everybody would.
I know, seriously. I want to cosplay as him because I kind of have like the like hair and glasses. I feel like I could pull it off.
You do though. Oh my god.
Yeah, like not to be like, I like so good, but like,
yeah, don't put the bar too high.
I think Ryuji was pretty cool, but okay, we gotta talk about Ryuji because Ryuji was like a weird character to me. I don't know if this is what they were planning, but okay, let me explain. So throughout the game, like Ryuji has like all these like outbursts and stuff, and like at the very beginning, you find out there was someone who sold you out, right? And like the more Ryuji kept talking, the more I was just like, Ryuji, what the hell? This guy speaks so loudly. He like wants everybody to know, and I'm like super suspicious of this guy. And Akechi's there, like, dude, like, what the hell are you doing, right? And I'm like, or Akechi's like the ninth party member technically. So I was thinking like, oh, maybe he'll like do the JRPG thing where they like switch characters out and like do a crazy plot twist or something, where like one of your members actually betrays you or something.
I can see what you mean. What, were you finished?
Yeah, well, pretty much. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
see-
I thought Ryuji was gonna be the traitor, not
I
Akechi.
can't believe, but he's your bro, man.
That's what I thought too, because I thought like, oh, dude, I'm ready. We're gonna be bros. But then I was like, bro, dude, you're getting like way too upset about things right now.
I mean, like, I see what you mean now that you explain it, because you were telling me earlier, like, I'm like, oh, why does he not like
What the
Ryuji?
hell? So what are
Like, you really thought it was
fucking
Ryuji
talking
as the
about?
traitor? I mean, I thought it was really freaking obvious that Akechi was the traitor.
I'm actually really dumb when it comes to these plot twists. I'm not even joking. Like I didn't
Like,
know.
his persona, his magic abilities were bless and dark skills. Like,
Okay,
the mechanics themselves tell you, Sahil.
yeah, but no. But,
But-
Naoto from Persona 4 has light and dark skills as well. That's not a spoiler. That's just mechanics.
Yeah. Hmm.
Anyway, so like one of your party members and shit, right?
Okay, good point.
Um,
I wouldn't know that.
yeah. Anyway, so
I can see what you're coming from, Sahil, and I appreciate your opinion.
thanks. Anyway, so yeah, I just you'll love Persona 4, by the way. Anyway, yeah, I just like I didn't think about it too much, you know, because I was just like, oh man, he's gonna be our buddy, and he's on the back of this cover that I have, you know, so like,
Akechi.
but then he's not in the main intro, so it's like, what the heck? They're sending mixed signals, and I don't know. I feel like they could have covered it up better, but
That's true, yeah. That's one of the big things. I kind of got spoilered already about how people feel about Akechi, because I heard a lot of people calling him Trash Man or something. Which kind of funny because there's a line that's like, "Well, time to take out the trash."
oh damn,
Like he said it.
oh really? That's
Trash Man,
funny.
get it? Trash Man. Yeah.
What a weirdo.
So, I'm like, oh, okay. I guess he's not a great character. So that kind of hinted me a little bit.
Did you like that plot twist, by the way? The whole like casino plot twist and shit, where like,
I
can we talk about that?
So confused.
Yeah.
no, like it.
Okay, should we kind of
It was
explain what
good.
we understand
It was
about
good.
it? All right, this
but-
is like the main spoiler of the game. So like that whole like scene in the beginning at the casino and shit was like a crazy plot by like the Phantom Thieves that your character like forgets and stuff. And then like there's all these holes and stuff, and where you're planning to find the real culprit because you're all suspicious of Akechi and shit.
Or Ryuji.
Or Ryuji in my case because I'm an idiot, but yeah, and then like you use like the like real police, the fake police building to bring in Akechi so that he can kill a fake of like Joker, but then like teleport him back to the real world so he doesn't know, but then teleport Sai and Jima so that she helps the main protagonist. It's like the weirdest shit in the world, but like it like makes sense kind of like it.
Oh, it totally makes sense.
It totally makes sense because they actually, the developers go out their way to like put Futaba next to your bed before you sleep after all this shit has happened and have her explain in like 100 paragraphs like what the hell just happened.
Wasn't that long?
It's a really long-winded explanation she gives you, like of like exact details of like what they were thinking.
Well, I mean, during the cutscenes, I was fairly lost. But
I thought I got a. Did you?
then
thought
I
you,
got it. Yeah.
Did you think he because Akechi shoots the protagonist, right?
Yeah.
Did you think you got a game over? Because that's what I
Yes,
thought.
yeah.
I thought I got a bad
Totally.
ending. I thought I was like, oh god, I must have like fucked up.
I totally thought I died, yeah. So they fooled me.
Yeah, they fooled me as well. I actually don't know what the. Have you watched the other endings? I have.
I had it, yeah.
Oh, can you tell me about it? Because I don't actually know.
Oh, well, it's really simple. The bad ending, the bad ending.
There's like 3 different endings,
Yeah,
though.
like the true bad ending. You just, Saya doesn't take the phone, and then she doesn't give it to Akechi, and then Akechi just shoots you.
Actually kills you.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think it's the same movie, but it just took out that.
It just ends at that. Okay.
It ends there, and then Igor's just like, he says something else, and he calls you a fool, like a lot. So yeah.
Fool. And then what's the one with Lavenza and stuff? Like, I know you could say, oh yeah, I'll join your side with Igor when he betrays you or shit and shit.
Yeah. Actually, that one was really interesting.
What is that one about?
So I should just watch it, but everything is.
I don't want to watch it because I'd rather just like hear about. You know, like that's like the thing with Undertale. Like Undertale, I would never play the Genesis or the Genocide run, but I would like to hear about it because I'm a fucking hypocrite and an idiot. It's better to hear about these things than like actually experience it. Because then I don't want to like feel that guilt, you know?
Yeah, I tried Genocide Run and I didn't get.
I will never ever do a genocide run in Undertale. Never ever. Because I feel like the game was fundamentally built to like make you go, you know what, I'm done after you do the true ending.
Although I did get like halfway through songs.
Oh jeez.
I just kind of like cheated and used a generator to.
I'm just gonna reset the timeline and make you all alive again.
Yeah.
And then we can have a happy ending.
That was fun. Anyway, back to Persona. What were we talking about?
Oh yeah, the
plot twist.
Yeah, no, the ending with
The end-
Lavenza,
yeah,
if
there we
you deny her or whatever.
So Lavenza is just like heartbroken, and she's so sad that you chose to side with him, or to accept it anyway. But then it cuts back to the next day, and the news is on, and like just really normal, so normal.
Okay.
Everything is normal, and then like you on the news, you just see lots of reports about the Phantom Thieves. Like it's like singing the hearts of somebody else. Next day, I think something else happens, Phantom Thieves, and then is in Shibuya at the time, and you just see the camera pan over to the main character's face, and he just has the greatest shit-eating grin on his face, so self-satisfied, and then it ends.
Really?
Yeah.
What the? That's messed up, yo. Holy shit.
Because he got everything he wanted.
Oh, what a bad guy. Well, I'm never doing that ending. Thanks for telling me about it, though.
So, yeah, so you can kind of assume that the God of Control just kind of uses the Phantom Thieves name to control society.
Damn. Ooh.
And then Joker got the fame for it.
Damn. Goodbye, friends.
Yeah, bye friends though, sorry.
Sorry. Let's see you later.
I think it's considered the good ending though. Like there's the bad ending and there's like the good bad ending. Because everything's...
That's not a good ending.
not a good ending though.
That is not a good
Things
ending.
back to normal, right?
I think they're both bad endings.
They both are though.
Yeah. Persona 4 has a few endings, but they vary a lot more. Actually, Persona 4 Golden has a lot of endings.
Really?
Yeah.
Like, are
there's
they
like
all-
an ending that you can go out of your way for that like will get you like the worst fucking result.
Are they all like really different, or like is this kind of slightly different?
They're like slightly different. Like, okay, the thing about Persona 4 is that the game can end at like multiple parts. Like, the game can end like midway, and then it can end like toward the end, and then it can end like toward the end, and then and then there's the actual ending. At least with Persona 4, that is. So, Persona 4 Golden, I think, is a little different, but yeah, there's a couple of different endings. Persona 3 had like 2 different endings, I think. So, and Persona 1 has 2 different endings too. So,
Oh yeah.
oh, actually, technically 3, since there's a whole other side story in that game that is like secretly locked away, and like the thing about Persona 1 is that so in Persona 1, like it's like a hidden thing where like you can go. So usually like you leave the high school and like you like go on a quest to like help this girl named Maki. But if you do very specific shit in the high school before you leave to help her, you can actually, she just goes off and does her own thing. And you get stuck in the high school, and then you have to fight this like this entity called the Ice Queen, and the entire school gets frozen over, and you're stuck in there. And there's like 4 dungeons that are like the hardest fucking shit in the world because they're like timed, and like the combat system's like really long in that game. So like
Really, what?
the combat system can get like really long and convoluted in that game. So like they're timed dungeons. They are like you have to like grind a shit ton while timed, and then like it's just like the most like crazy shit ever. But yeah, Persona 1 has like some weird shit going on with it. It's really interesting though.
Some weird shit. You know, what was that boss battle that was timed?
Oh,
That was kind of Shiro.
no, Okamura.
Oh yeah, because you're running from the.
I was like, oh, I have 20 minutes left. He's already dead. So easy.
It took me longer than that. It took me. Well, I just kind of got stuck with the little minions.
Half an hour is pretty average for a boss battle in that game.
Yeah.
So,
That's the one. I was just remembering what it was. That's the one where he just sends you billions and millions of minions at you.
yeah.
Okay.
I didn't like that one.
I
too much.
mean, like I got stuck with the minions before the boss battle.
What was your favorite boss battle?
I mean, besides the final boss.
Oh yeah, I think the final boss is my favorite, hands down.
I think maybe Madarame's.
Oh, that one was hard. I
It
died
was
on that
it
one
was
actually.
really difficult, and you up to that point you hadn't seen that before.
I like Shido's boss battle a lot, just because it's like 3 phases and the music gets really fucking kick-ass.
I mean, I saw it coming,
The music?
but
Oh yeah.
yeah, because I kind
Rivers in the desert,
Yeah.
man.
of spoiled that soundtrack for me, but I thought it was kind of boring, but it was so good.
I got like really overwhelmed at the part where like he started using 4 skills in one turn.
Yeah, that was great.
I was like, oh, okay, they've never done this before. Because usually they do the double turn thing in
Yeah.
Persona games, and I was like, oh, okay, I can deal with this. And it's like, oh no, I'm getting 4 turns, and I'm like, oh, okay.
And then it doubled near the end. Yeah,
Yeah, it was miserable.
I don't know. I thought it was just kind of straightforward. Too straightforward.
It just feels like a really epic moment. I think that's why,
Oh, it
like
was
the
pretty
like
epic, but, I mean-
stakes are really high and shit. So
I wish there was a bit more stuff happening.
yeah, he turns into a pyramid cannon and shit.
That was hilarious.
Yeah, that was like weird. And anyway,
Can
can we talk about
Holy Grail?
Huh? The Holy Grail was
Talk
alright.
about what?
No, can we talk about Ashido as a character? Because like,
Oh, okay.
I want
sure.
to talk about like this like kind of political issue going on with the game.
Okay.
We're not gonna like talk about like Hillary Clinton and all that shit, right? But like, I was talking to this about you because like, obviously this game has like a really like political message at the end, kind of, with like Shido and all this shit, right?
Yeah.
About political governance and all that. But like, I was saying like, okay, me and you were filthy liberals, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like, when we see this Shido guy, we're like, Trump, yeah, yeah, that guy.
Guilty.
Yeah, I'm guilty too. Not afraid to say that, right? But we all love it and respect each other's opinions, right? But I was thinking like, well, if there's a Trump guy playing this game, like maybe he's like super conservative, really loves Trump. Nothing wrong with that. Like he probably sees like Hillary Clinton or something, you know? So like, because like I think they wanted to kind of make it like that, you know?
It makes sense.
It was
'cause
intentional.
Yeah,
you know?
they never mentioned any certain policies or like at all.
Yeah, they just focused on the corruption part. Like
Yeah.
this guy is like fucking killing people, you know, and like nobody would want to stand for that, right?
No.
Like who's going out in the streets like, all right, I'm ready like for Donald Trump to like murder someone, you know, like you better do it. Like, like come on, really?
Tackle the reporter. Oh, that's a bit too far. Sorry.
Wait, what? Was that a thing?
Or tackle the reporter.
Who tackled the reporter?
Not Trump, the guy from Montana.
Oh yeah. Oh god, jeez,
And he still won.
what a bastard.
Yeah.
Anyway, well, that's a whole other issue. But that reporter
That-
deserved
that
it.
kinda-
I know what you're saying, conservatives. Please, we don't want to. Okay, sorry. I didn't mean to offend you.
That kind of goes into the whole like he would never do that though, because I heard something on something.
You
It
know,
was like he wouldn't tackle a reporter, but he did. There was video of it.
yeah. So like all these people defend Shido, right? Because like, he's doing bad stuff, but like they're still with him. You know, like.
Yeah.
You know, like the same with like Hillary Clinton people. It's like, oh, she's doing all this bad stuff, but people are still supporting her. Same with Trump people. Oh, he's doing all this bad stuff, but like, it's like all these different sides are like kind of arguing the same argument. It's just a different person this time, you know?
But which one is least?
Yeah, but I know, right? People are always looking for like the least. What's the least solution, you know? But like,
Apparently Shido.
apparently Shido, yeah, which is really interesting to like think about. Like, I think they really wanted to just say like, look, nobody should stand for this shit, you know? Like,
Bruh.
yeah, like,
in
bro,
love
come
with
on.
you.
Let's just be honest, people. Let's just love each other. But one thing I want to talk about though is that a Persona 4 song actually came to mind. It's called Shadow World. It's the intro to
I've heard
Persona
that, yeah.
4 Golden. And that's a song because Persona 4 is all about truth and finding the truth and all that friendship and stuff. And I felt like that song was more relevant to this game because like
they're trying to find out the truth of like, well, I guess
Stuff.
and like the only way to like really find out the truth is to like believe in your friends and like love them.
Believe in yourself. I mean, I heard the song, but I don't remember what it was about.
It's
how
like
it went.
she says like truth is elusive. It's something you can't find in a magazine or TV screen or something. You know, like
When TV screen.
yeah, Persona 4 is really a lot about media more than this game.
Yeah.
I
I knew that part, but yeah.
But yeah, I actually really like the political message that they're kind of sharing because like it starts at the very beginning of the game when you hear the intro because like that can be like kind of a political song in a weird way because it's just like, you know what, if you see like why does nobody want change, right? You know, like
Trying to believe in.
yeah, I know. Yeah.
Oh god.
It's like why does nobody want change? And so like you need to get up and do something, get out there to like really make a change out there, you know?
Right.
We're all sitting at home playing Persona 5. Maybe we should actually go blast that music in the car and like drive in downtown Los Angeles or some shit. I don't know.
I do that already.
Oh, okay, cool. All right, you're free.
Yeah, I'm free. Took my mask. My mask is off.
He took the mask off.
What would
to be free?
What would your mask and persona be?
Ooh, probably Makoto's because I have an anger problem.
Yeah.
And I need to hug someone really bad.
I think Makoto's.
Can we talk about Makoto like real talk?
Yeah,
like,
sure.
Makoto is just so fucking sweet and like she's such a badass. She just doesn't know what she wants at first because like she's like trying to figure out her life, and then she gets frustrated because all this peer pressure and people looking down on her, and then she just like, you know what? Instead, like the other characters would an anime would have to like rely on like other people to like go, oh, Kyosuke-san told me that I need to be stronger, so I'm going to be stronger.
Stupid
No.
Anne, like, okay, I'm gonna be stronger.
Makoto's like, you know what? Fuck you.
Yeah.
Gets a motorcycle out that turns into a persona, blasts the door
Turns into a
open.
transformer.
I know, it literally turns into a transformer and just gets everyone the fuck out of there. By the way, I did some research, and a knot is like a god of bloody war and shit or something. Like, I like looked up the mythology behind some of the characters. It's really crazy. Anyway, yeah, what a badass, right?
I think, yeah.
And then she's like the sweetest person in the world because before that she's like following you around. Did you like that? That was like one
I
of the
never
most.
noticed that.
I
feel
she follows you around in town. It's so fucking.
you would love that, wouldn't you?
It's so like it's such a neat little detail. Actually,
I
that
never noticed it though. I was so oblivious.
Kamoshida does the same thing when you're at school. Kamoshida will actually like be at school. You can run into him and. You'll be forced to talk to him. Be like, oh, hey, how's it going? You're
Really?
gonna get expelled. Yeah, he actually like some of the characters will actually follow you, and like depending on what storyline you're in, like
Yeah.
Kamoshida will be like you'll run into him at school, and they'll get like special dialogue with him, or if Makoto will just follow you around school and shit when you're investigating.
When she's investigating you.
Yeah. And
I
like
never
she like has a
got
magazine
that.
and she's like blushing and
Yeah,
stuff.
I
And she's
saw
so
videos,
cute.
but and I feel like I missed like some good story shit there.
Yeah, I mean it's just a nice little effect. Honestly, you
Yeah.
can't.
I
You
mean,
can
like-
talk to Makoto, but she's like, "Oh, I'm not really doing anything."
Yeah, but it's like,
It's like, girl, I know what you're doing. You wanna love me forever. That's what you want to do.
but I mean, it's like story that's expressed through gameplay. You know?
Yeah, it's so
I
fucking
missed that part,
perfect.
dang it.
It's so fucking perfect.
I really think though that she has the best story out of everybody.
Seriously, I do too.
Because
Like, yeah, her social link, she goes out and
No,
fucking
not
helps her
just-
friend out.
yeah.
And like she like
great.
she slaps her friend like, oh, it's so fucking beautiful.
Biggest spoiler right there.
I know. Biggest spoiler. She slaps her bitch friend in the face to get a census on herself. And then you can ask her to like cuddle with you on a couch. It's so great. It's so great. 10 out of 10. Game of the year. Game of the year, everybody.
The day before, what was I saying? No. The day before, in the game, of course, I accidentally romanced Anne because I didn't.
Fuck you.
I know, fuck myself.
Oh, God.
Because I didn't know what the prompt was for, so I'm like, wait.
They usually tell you, don't they?
Well, yeah,
like,
it says I better use my words carefully, but it was, oh, I'm sure you'll find someone someday, or like, I'll help you out, or something. like that.
no, you can't say that. Yeah,
So
I
I'm like-
saw that coming.
So I'm like, I don't want to be just like a jerk. Like, oops.
I'll help you find someday and make love to me, hon. No, you know what? Anne's pretty hot and stuff, and like she's a good
I
person,
liked her later storyline, but the initial one is like,
I feel like she should have
stronger, Joker.
She should have been with Shio. That's her real OTP right there.
Yeah,
They should have just
I
been
like
making
the-
sweet love together,
I
dude.
like the Anne Chiho relationship.
Yeah, that's cool. When she's on the rooftop again, I'm just like, God, you better not fucking jump, Chio, you dumb fish.
Shouldn't do that. Let's call it development. It's a real.
But yeah, Makoto is just so fucking sweet. You can take her on dates and stuff, and like I gave her like this really expensive ring that I spent all my money on, and all my teammates were like, "We need better armor." I'm like, "No, I need to buy this ring for her."
Yeah, that's what I really. That's like one of my few gripes with the game is all the gifts, and there
yeah.
wasn't really any indication on
You don't have to
which
do that.
one is for who.
Yeah, you don't really have to do that in Persona 4 too much.
Hey, we're talking about 5 though.
Well, I'm saying as like a retrospect,
Comparison.
like comparison.
Yeah.
Yeah, this game they were like, yeah, we'll just fucking throw gifts everywhere. It's like, oh, great.
I mean, so a few of them were obvious, like, oh, these plush dolls are Anne's.
Yeah, some of
Yeah.
them. I mean, it's like
Okay.
the motorcycle figurine is from
Motorcycle,
Makoto.
yeah. I'm like, motorcycle. Persona's motorcycle.
And she's like super into it too. She's like, dude, I've always been
I know,
looking
when
for
I
this.
gave it
I'm
to
like,
her, I'm like, dang.
we're perfect for
I know.
yeah, damn. Haru likes all the flowers and stuff, and
Oh, dang it. I never got really...
there's a lot of those items out there.
Yeah, there it is.
I wanted to date Kawakami because like she's like the coolest girl too.
If I got the chance,
I
I
just
probably would have.
it just like morally felt wrong
I
to like
didn't-
date a teacher though that like
Again,
that's
I didn't-
already helping you out ditching class
Yeah.
and like coming over as like a scanty maid
Giving
to
you
like help you
massages.
out, giving you massages and stuff in front of your cat, by the way, that can talk. And it's just like I don't know, it's just like it felt like already too risky. And I feel like if Makoto knew, she would get really upset. So I don't want to upset my waifu. All right, so
I heard that if you date multiple people, come Valentine's Day, find out.
they run into that happens in Persona 4. They run into each other and you get like special dialogue where they're just like, what the fuck are you doing? It's like I'm just gonna date one girl, dude. I'm gonna be like a real person right now.
And then the day after I almost accidentally, I got to level 10 with Makoto, and she asked me, and I got that same prompt, I'm like, nope. Sorry.
Damn.
Yeah.
You did the right thing though.
Yeah.
I mean, Makoto would have been really upset with you and she probably would have broken your face.
I know, I thought about that. I'm like, you know what?
Yeah, like who the heck would want to cheat on this girl?
They
She
wouldn't like
could
me
kick your
anymore,
ass,
so,
you know?
See, like, I got to thinking, what would they think about me? They're not real.
No,
Like,
you're wrong.
what would they think about me?
You're so wrong, dude. You won't even know. You haven't even played Persona 4. Persona 4 made you feel everything for these characters. And then, like, I read on the
Oh, no,
comments for, like...
I'm saying, like, they're all really real characters.
Oh,
but-
you're accepting
Yeah.
your weebu fantasy. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't really... I thought you
I'm
were
like-
trying to get
I'm
away
like-
from it.
I caught myself like, what? But if I date Makoto and just like dump Anne, they'll probably find out anyway, and then they'll not like him anymore. Like, wait a minute, they're not real. But I mean, still. I wish that
mean,
you could dump people.
Dude,
but-
if Makoto was real, I would kill everybody. I would kill everybody for her.
okay, bye.
But she wouldn't like that, huh? Damn it.
Probably not.
Makoto, where are you? I need you in my life.
Whose masks is the best?
Oh, I like. Yeah, ironically enough, I like Yosuke's fox mask.
You furry. No,
You were
I
funny!
did say mask and not costume. No,
Oh.
his mask. They're all pretty cool. I really think.
Yeah, they're all pretty cool.
But Makoto is just like bam.
I know she's like a Mad Max character.
Yeah, you're just like a block of metal.
I know. Dude, Makoto's the most metal. Also, she's got like the best outfit. That butt, dude. She's got such a great butt.
That's spandex.
Dude, she's got such a great butt. I just like, let's be real, all right?
All the spandex.
I like Haru's outfit too. She looks super cute and awesome.
Beauty thief.
I love when like her like little like serious eyes comes up, you know?
Uh-huh.
She's like, I'm gonna fuck you
The
up.
weed. I know. And you know, have you seen the occasional glance into Haru's personality? Occasionally, there's little tidbits by her. You know, like off the side when you're in Mentos, and you're just like, you know, little.
Oh yeah.
things, you know?
She's like really into horror movies and stuff and like
Yeah, and
weird
then
stuff.
She's like, I love it when I see shadows quivering on their knees.
I know. She's just like
Holy
real-
shit.
She says that. Holy crap.
Yeah.
I know she like I took her out on like a friendship date on to like a movie theater and she's like, oh, let's watch this
Yeah.
really scary movie that's like really creepy and I'm like, okay.
Yeah, that was pretty good too.
And she's like, wow, I really love this kind of thing, you know? And I'm like, I do too.
Me too.
It's confidant up.
Yeah.
Anyway, damn. Ryuji's pretty cool. I like hanging out with him.
Yeah, I actually think I got him
Even though
maxed
I-
out first, not Kagami.
Yeah, I got Ryuji
Because
maxed out
he's like
first.
right there when you leave the classroom.
He's
so,
like,
yeah.
please be friends with me.
Yeah. I felt bad for him though.
What'd you think of the other ones that aren't the main characters? Like the gunman or sorry, the gun shop dude.
EY?
Yeah, EY. I
pretty
maxed
cool.
out his, and I was like, dude, this series. Did you max him out? Or?
No.
Oh, this is like it gets like real.
I really wanted to.
yeah,
but-
his is kind of hard because you have to max out diligence or something, right?
Yeah.
Or courage. I don't know.
No, early on you have to do courage.
Oh, guts,
That's
sorry.
level 3.
It's called guts.
Guts,
sorry.
yeah. To level 3 really early on, so you kind of stalls that
Yeah.
for a long time.
The same with the doctor too.
Yeah, but sorry, you have to get their charm.
Yeah, you have
Yeah,
to be like
charm.
super charming. I'm glad that Makoto's was super charming because I just maxed out charm first.
Early. And Hifumi's thing is like all charm.
I fucking love Hifumi too.
She's
She's
great,
so
yeah.
great.
I mean, I didn't really like her storyline that much compared to everybody else.
She's just super cute though.
But I mean, like it was fine.
Yeah, it was
but
still a
dang,
good one.
her level 10 skill was so useful. It like just negated the whole "what's your favorite party" question, because that's the one where you can switch out your any party member anytime.
Oh yeah, that's so useful. That's you could never do that in other Persona games.
Oh, really?
Yeah, when you had a party of 4 and you made that party of 4, like you got to dedicate because like
You couldn't switch out.
you could not switch
characters?
out. This one, it
What?
actually felt like you actually used all your members. I really like
Yeah,
that.
I mean, I barely use.
I noticed JRPGs are doing that a lot more. Tales of Berseria does that, where like your whole party is fighting, kind of, but you have 4 members active, but like you can switch out members anytime during fights.
You know what I really liked? Like, it was a great touch. Is that very occasionally, I'm not sure, well, it's occasionally your off-party members would offer to attack during battle. You ever get that?
Yeah, I got that a lot actually.
Like, that was a great touch.
That's a great touch too. I
'Cause,
agree.
Yeah, just like, okay, because they are all still there. They're just kind of behind a bit more.
It just felt like all the stuff you were working towards with the confidants and stuff really just like rewards you so much more in battle than it ever did before in a Persona game. You know,
I wish I maxed out Futaba's.
Futaba has some like really interesting skills. Like she can power charge and mind charge you at the same time.
What does that mean?
Power charge, you know, like charge and
Like SP.
no. She like
Oh,
the
you mean
buff,
like charge?
the like triple your attack buff. She
Whoa.
and gives it to your whole team, and it's mind charge and power charge, and that buff lasts for 3 turns. So you could just like
Read.
yeah. So
It
like
is
you could just like
game-breaking.
I know it's really crazy. They like put the game in like easy mode. I feel like I should have played it on hard, honestly, and this,
Yeah,
Maybe that would've
that
been one.
case. Yeah,
but
I think. Oh, and the twins. They're.
oh yeah, their social
Right.
link. Did you do that really easily or?
I had to do a guide. I just.
I
had no idea
looked
how
up
to do
stuff.
that guide. Yeah. But I'm.
Oh
like,
no, actually, I didn't look stuff up for that one.
Really?
Yeah, I actually, I completely forgot. I didn't look up anything because that one is actually a lot easy. Because you do the same thing in Persona
Doubt.
4. No, I swear. That one is the one in Persona 5 to max out that social link is so much easier than the one in Persona 4. Because like Persona
Oh,
4
right, so you did it already?
is so fucking hard. I haven't done the Persona 4 one because it's just so like convoluted sometimes. Like the Persona 4 one, you need to look up a guide because like it's just like the levels are so
that
different.
5 was hard.
Yeah, Persona 5, they only go up to level 50, but in Persona 4, they go up to like 60 or 70. So the like range of personas you need to use is like a lot.
more,
Yeah. But yeah, that's probably like one of the harder ones to max out, especially because you actually have to actively do something. You
I
know?
did it all in 2 days.
Mm.
So, did it all at once.
That's a
Level
good thing
40.
about that one. You can max it out whenever.
And that reward though.
Yeah, how'd you feel about that? Because like I've never experienced that in Persona. I think I said the
That's how I
analogy
got.
of
That's how I got Satan.
Yeah. So, for people who might not know, if you max out the Velvet Room Twins, the social link, you can actually pay to get a persona of a higher level. So, like, money becomes like kind of this like experience bar is what I said.
Yeah.
That you could just buy better personas.
I mean, it's pretty balanced too, because
It's expensive.
it
like,
is expensive, especially when you get up to like the 80s.
yeah, they're just like, we're taking all your money.
60 to 100,000 more each fusion.
Yeah, it's pretty rough, but it's kind of worth it if you have the money to spend. I never had the money to spend. I was like, kind of
did.
went crazy with mine. So.
I think I got Siegfried
Siegfried.
at first, and I got him from level 79 up to like level 88.
Did you see Mara, by the way?
Mara, no, I don't think so.
I'm not going to spoil what Mara looks like, but Mara is the most terrifying.
Oh yeah, the giant penis catapult.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's like the creepiest looking persona in the entire game, I feel.
Yeah.
Oh, that and the one you were talking about, the one with the mouth. I forgot what his name is.
They all have mouths.
He's like a demon, but he's like a giant mouth standing up or something. He's part of Death. What's his name?
Oh,
Picasa?
Picasa, yeah.
Yeah.
He was
Pisca,
cool.
sorry. Pisca is his name.
Picasa.
Oh, Picasa? Okay,
Because
never
he
mind.
yells Picasa.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
So I would know.
Sorry.
Yeah,
he's creepy
if only,
too.
I wish that, I mean, obviously this makes sense because you want to progress your personas, but I wish that they had a bit longer move, move.
Oh,
te-
move
technique
sets?
sets? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you know how like you can strengthen your personas and
The
stuff?
fuse case thing.
Yeah. Well, if you strengthen your persona, a
I
skill
see,
can
yeah.
get transferred
Yeah,
over.
true.
So like, there's ways to like kind of
Yeah.
circumvent the
Because
entire
Picasa
process.
is awesome.
In Persona 3 Portable, you can actually just grind up skill cards. And so what I did is I just found a favorite persona. My favorite persona is Tam Lin. He's just like this elfish dude who looks like Kukullian. And
I don't think
but he's
it's
like
Tam.
green. Oh, he's a part of Tower Persona or Arcana, sorry. And anyway, like when you fought Akechi, he was the guy with the spear.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's him. That's Kukullian. But Tam Lin looks like him, but like with silver hair and green. Anyway, in Persona 3 Portable, I just like at the very end, I just like had all these cards to like max out my stats because like I guess they like decided like that's a bad idea for Persona 5 because what you could do in Persona 3 Portable is that I was like, oh, I want to max out strength. Okay, I just use this card that I collected all in one persona, and so like I maxed out all the stats to 100 for like every one
What?
of these characters.
Oh my god.
It was crazy. And yeah, and then my persona was like level 99 or something. It was really awesome.
Wow.
And I was like, I don't need another persona.
You're on the one. Yeah, when I got Satan and Cybele.
Oh, Sabelle's really cool.
Yeah, those are really the only two I used because I got auto attack up and auto defense up on Cybele,
Ah, yeah.
like Cybele, you know, and then all the healing stuff. So I always had Cybele on, and I just owned everything. It was great.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy. Yeah, there's just like that's the cool thing about Persona is that like your personas are like what make your character unique and stuff. I feel like in Persona 3 Portable they kind of took out the whole like crazy skill card system where like you could just max up your stats. In this game they do the skill card system, but it's way more balanced and not even worth it honestly in my opinion.
Really?
I don't think so.
Yeah, because you have to have
You have to
card
have the
for
card
it
already.
already.
Yeah.
which is
I feel like it could have been done a lot
Yeah.
better. Or at least for stats, like that would have been much better.
I never used it, but I like the idea of having it. There's so many things you could do.
Yeah, I mean, I think see this is a game that like had the most stuff to do. Like this is like literally like you're in the city. Persona 4 you're like in the countryside and shit. And Persona 3 you're kind of in the city-ish, but like not really. They don't give you too much to like work with. But in this game like there is like an infinite amount of shit you can do. Like honestly, like I like spent so much time fishing. And fishing is like
Really?
the worst thing to do. I swear to God, because like you get the best armor, I think, from fishing.
I figured that last item was the best armor.
Yeah, that's what I
But,
figured too.
Is
Persona
that
4
the
is mandatory
Immortal
to
vest
fish.
or something?
What's up?
Is it the Immortal Vest or something?
No, Immortal Vest is something you just pick up. This is
Oh.
like the I don't even know what it's called. I forget.
Did you get it though?
No.
Oh.
By the time I got 30,000, I just picked up that charm, and I was just like, oh, this
know
is
what?
good enough. Because I didn't have enough time, because I needed to max out all my other social links.
Did you get the laptop?
Yeah, I did. Did you know what that was about?
I fixed it up like the last month. Like no, the last couple of weeks I fixed it up. So I'm like, God damn it! I could have gotten
All the
all
cool.
this cool gear.
It's
and
actually
stuff.
not that like expansive though. Honestly,
It's not, but I mean, it's still
good stuff.
like wow, it was good. Yeah, you can go back and get more gear too.
Mm-hmm.
Comic-Con watch it.
Yep. Oh yeah, Kamikami washes your clothes. I think that's a pretty cool factor.
I felt bad though, honestly, because like, you
You just kind of leave her there.
kept calling Kawakami every night.
I felt like that was like kind of a nice detail though, because like it kind of shows that like she's like dedicated to helping you, because like you fucking helped her like not become a sex slave basically, you know?
Yeah, but I still feel bad.
Or sex
that's
worker.
kind of me.
Yeah. But I don't know. She always seemed like really happy to help you, so I never felt bad for like calling her too much.
Yeah.
What I did was like kind of hang out with her sometimes, especially like during the second time. Like like you can go on like the outings with people. I did that. Her outings are really cool. There's like
Wasted time like that.
well, I had optimized my time so much that I had all this free time.
I see.
So
Okay.
because like when you're not maxing out your stats, you're just kind of like, oh, I can do whatever. Yeah, maxing out stats is like they really intended for you to do that, like during like a normal gameplay.
I did that first time. I was happy. Then you had to blow it for me. Like, you're supposed to do that.
You're supposed to do these things that you don't want to do.
I'm mediocre.
Do you know? Apparently, like if your grades are really bad, I heard this. I'm quoting. I don't know if. Press Heart to Continue. Her name's Dodger. I don't know if you know her.
have no
She's on the
idea.
Co-Optional podcast, but she was saying like on the podcast that like if you get bad grades, like you will actually like your stats will decrease.
What?
I was like, what the hell are you talking about, girl? Like, is that a thing? Like.
I don't think they would make. it
Yeah, I've like
decrease.
never, because like I'm always too afraid to try that, but like that's like really interesting that like your stats could decrease if like you do badly on like a test or something. Like I don't know, like that's so strange to me.
You know, it'd be funny if what would happen if
I don't want to take that out of context, by the way. Sorry, Dodger, if you're watching this. I doubt she is, but anyway, I love you. She's like the coolest person it seems. Anyway, never meet your idols. I don't know. I'm trying to defend myself. Now I've just made her look like a psychopath. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Just ignore whatever I'm saying, okay?
I'll change subject really fast. But you know what'd be funny is if you get a bad grade, then Ryuji looms it over you for the rest of the game. Like he gets better grade than you.
Wait, really?
No, that would be funny if it was.
Oh, I thought you were like
if Ryuji gets a better grade than you, then he looms it over you.
You're like, yeah, you know that grade I got?
That would be like the best touch.
Eternal
in the
punishment
game.
right there. Your innocent sin was getting bad grades.
Because I mean, like he totally would.
I know he would. He'd be like, hey, dude, I got bad grades from you. You want to go for a run?
Oh my god.
Oh, man. What haven't we talked about yet? I think we're going on for like almost 2 hours now. You want to talk about, oh yeah, let's talk about that Igor twist and shit.
Oh yeah, of course.
Holy
Yeah,
shit,
yeah,
did you see that coming? Because
You never see it coming.
so okay, the thing about that whole thing was that I just gave Jason the dirtiest look. Anyway, the thing with that is that like Persona 3 and 4, like shut up, Jason. Persona like 1 through 4 or whatever, like made you feel like really safe whenever Igor was around in the Velvet Room people, because it's really like a enthralling experience being in their Velvet Room.
Limo.
Yeah, like yeah, in the limo and 4 and shit, and like it's just like it made you feel like your safe space, right? Because like these guys are here to help you, you know, they're here to like guide you and make your life a little bit.
So then the contrast with 5 is
And the contrast with 5 with that this guy has a much more foreboding voice and shit, and like I thought it was weird because that they changed voice actors, because even the Igor at the very end is a different voice actor than the 1 and 4 and 3.
Oh really?
And so like it was like kind of like already like off-putting, but I felt like they used that to their advantage because maybe they knew
In
that
the context, it makes sense.
yeah
As a person.
definitely.
But I didn't know, of course, that he originally had a different voice. Like, it was much higher than that.
Yeah, it was way much higher than that.
So I just thought, whatever.
But like there's like a lot of like subtle hints that this guy gives
There
off.
is.
Because he always, I told this to you,
Yeah.
he always says, "Welcome to my Velvet Room." like because that he owns it. He's the god of control, right? He owns that velvet room. You know, it's not for you anymore. It's for me to like mess with your fucking head, right? Because in 3 and 4 and shit, he's like, welcome to the velvet room, right? And this is a place between mind and matter, and we're here to help you out because this is your fucking fantasy
We're all
world.
bros.
Yeah, I know, we're bros. Igor is such a weird character, but his velvet room assistants are even weirder. But anyway, yeah, Margaret and Elizabeth and Theodore are really crazy. Anyway, it's so crazy, that plot. I never saw that plot twist coming. I fucking hit me over the head. I was just like so mind blown because like at that moment you fought the Velvet Twins too, and I was like, what? This is happening.
I was so excited to get to fight them, but it didn't happen. I was really disappointed. Are they the secret boss?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh, I gotta do it then.
Well, okay. It's not really like a spoiler or anything, but the secret bosses usually in Persona games are except for 1 and 2. In 3 and 4, it's the Velvet Room attendants.
Okay, so it's kind of an ongoing thing.
It's an ongoing thing, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So the thing about their boss fights,
so
though, is that you have to fight them in a really specific way. Otherwise, they just instantly kill you.
Huh.
I won't tell you what it is, but...
So then that's kind of funny that they actually make you
Yeah, because
fake fight.
in being the experienced Persona person I am, I'm just like, oh god, they're gonna like really make me do this because I think
see
they
what
like
you mean.
no, because like there's like this thing in like on YouTube where like in Persona culture, I guess, where it's like, oh yeah, did you beat the secret boss with like on hard mode with
Gotta get the gamer
solo?
cred.
Yeah, like solo hard mode and shit. I felt like they were kind of like yeah, you're gonna do it right now. I felt like they were kind of making like a commentary on that.
I didn't know that. So that's a really interesting little kind of
Perspective.
fake out Easter egg.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting, but like I got like really worried. And then you were saying like you were confused about the part where like they were like fusing together or something.
Oh no, I never played the other Persona games, of course, so I didn't know that there was only one assistant. So I was kind of like, who the hell is Lavenza?
Yeah.
Although like she's the best, I love her. But,
Oh yeah, definitely. She's so
yeah.
cool.
But I mean, like, I like Justine and Caroline too.
Yeah, I mean
So-
they're all the same people personally,
Yeah.
but it's like a plot twist I never saw that coming. Like I really didn't.
So you just thought it was something new.
I-
Two assistants.
Yeah, I was like, oh, there's 2 assistants. Okay, sure. I didn't think their like souls were split in half by the fucking god of control or some
Who
shit.
is Igor at this point?
I know, like it's really crazy. And then like the real Igor comes back and he's like, oh dude,
Oh, hi
like,
there. I never met
And
you
he's
before.
like
How are you?
he's like as crazy as he is
Yeah.
already. He's like, hello, I'm back.
I wish this is another thing. I wish that the original Igor had more stuff to do.
Yeah, I feel like this one I guess the excuse they used
Maybe
was like,
filled him in later.
yeah, it's funny the way the assistants treat Igor is really funny sometimes, but because like Igor is like such a weird serious person sometimes, but like there's like really funny moments in like the anime and Persona 4 anime where like the attendant will like start singing and it'll just like be like there's like a really funny scene with that, but yeah, I feel like Igor kind of didn't. The real Igor didn't get a lot of spotlight, but I felt like he didn't kind of need it.
He didn't need it. No,
yeah,
right.
because like Lavenza was already there, kind of guiding you, and Morgana was there too. In a way, I like that
Morgana
plot twist where
was
like
Igor in that sense.
yeah, he was like always with you technically because he was Morgana in a
He's always
sense.
with you.
Yeah.
I actually really liked Morgana's story. It was so suddenly like that he and Ryuji had a falling out and left us.
Yeah, that was kind of stupid.
I don't really get that part.
Although it made for some pretty hilarious cutscenes in
Yeah,
the
it did.
Okamura lab where she was just like, I'm going to defeat you. Beauty thief.
That was great. So I really don't even remember how that got started, like how they left.
They were like,
how he left.
Ryuji was just being mean to Morgana, and then Ryuji.
but,
That's another part that made me feel like, oh,
And
dude,
Morgana-
Ryuji's gonna like fucking betray us.
Morgana. Well, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
because they have a moment where he's like dot 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 like by himself or whatever in the lab.
I don't think that he would betray you. He might like blabber a little bit more, but he would never.
I was
betray you,
dead
man.
wrong about it, but like
You were dead wrong.
I know. But that's a good game though. Like if it keeps you guessing, I feel.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
I think I really like Morgana's thing, just because It makes sense.
Yeah, it
It's
does.
the embodiment of hope.
Seriously.
Although it kind of like forces.
Were you sad that he left at the end?
I was actually pretty sad. Yeah.
But then he came back, motherfucker.
I
thought he was gone for good.
I kind of wish that they didn't bring him back, but it also
I think it's fine.
like brings it all back. I guess
That's
It's
why I
sorted
like.
together.
I thought my fan fiction could happen with Akechi because it's like, well, Morgana's here, so why not?
Yeah, so why not? I mean, it makes total sense because I mean, Morgana is a cat when it's in the real world, so
Yeah. So it's
Yeah.
like that's just how they perceive people who have
so
perceived them.
Igor must have just made Morgana out of a real cat. So whatever.
Yeah,
Got
I mean-
it. Done.
Igor's like, okay, good job, servant. You can have a life of your own now. But yeah, what do you think about the last boss and that whole awesome moment at the end?
Yeah, so I really kind of thought seeing the Holy Grail at first, like, oh, this is a cool boss, I guess. Okay, I want to like it. I thought it was kind of a letdown, really. At first,
At first,
kind of like, okay, what is the biggest bad? What is the new big bad? And it was a cup.
yeah.
I'm kinda
And
like,
I was
what?
like, well, they were foreshadowing that because like one of your quizzes was talking about hearts and cups. Do you remember that?
Oh my god, you're right.
And I didn't realize that either. I was like, this is kind of a weird question they're asking. It was about tarot cards too. And,
Yeah,
like,
because that was the last month, wasn't it?
yeah. They were like
Oh
talking
my
about,
God,
oh
they
yeah, hearts.
foreshadow
And,
everything
I know
at school.
they tell you fucking everything in those quizzes. It's really crazy how much they foreshadow. And if like
And
when you go,
replayed it. so,
please
yeah.
replay the game because
I
like
kind of don't want to. I mean, like, I love the game, but
It's
the
kind of
ending is
so definitive.
you know, it's like it's about life, and you can't play life again.
that's true. That's why like a lot of people played Persona 4 and they were like, oh, I'm done because I've already cried my heart out. So if people cry at the ending of Persona 4, but not for like the reason you would think, you'll cry too. I promise.
I'll take your word for it.
You'll, and I promise the moment you understand why you're crying, it's gonna be like the best fucking thing in the world. I promise you. I promise you. You're gonna
really
have
vague.
this like revelation about yourself, and you're just gonna be like,
That's really vague, but okay.
anyway, it was a really funny comment I saw in a Persona 4 video, and he was like, "My best friends are in this game," and I was like, "Yeah, man, I understand."
Are your best friends Persona 5?
Oh, I guess I should. Well, wait, hold on. Let's talk about the last boss, and then I'll tell you
Okay.
my little
Well,
opinion.
fine, whatever.
Okay, so yeah, pretty hard,
I mean,
pretty all right. I know the cup appeared
know,
again,
yeah.
and
I
then
mean,
you were like, "Oh, we got this," and then he's like, "No, I'm gonna turn into fucking mecha god over here."
No, I wasn't really finished with that. That's okay. At first, I'm like, okay, cup, whatever. Holy Grail. Okay, cool, whatever, got it. But then, like, the whole thing with, you know, Mentos being a Mentos, the whole unconscious reality of everybody, like, the whole thing that the Holy Grail symbolizes makes total sense now.
Yeah,
Like, okay, everybody wished to, like, give control of the world to somebody else all at once. So then the Holy Grail happened. Got it. That makes sense. I like this guy. Okay, cool. Let's do this. Let's fight.
okay, now I can hate you.
Yeah, exactly. So at that point, I'm like, okay, this is good. But I really wish how did I not get the class cup thing?
Now, I honestly like still have a hard time connecting it, to be quite honest. But like,
What do you mean connecting it?
like I guess I just don't know the like symbolism too much about like a grail and stuff. Like I was thinking like people like kind of drink out of like this holy grail because they think people drink out of the sources they're fed to like, you know, like
Yeah,
people
that's a good
yeah,
thing
like
too.
people want to
Symbolism.
know something, so they'll like only
good
stick to like
interpretation.
what they know, and they'll just kind of keep sipping out of the same cup over and over
Well, I
again.
mean, in mythology, the Holy Grail was an object that can grant a wish.
Yeah, and it basically granted their wish of
Yeah.
I just want to be comfortable and I want to be in my little safe
Yeah,
space.
so that kind okay.
That those prison cells, that's like
That-
people safe spaces, you
that
know.
fits into the game actually. Like
Yeah.
the
That's what
the
the
drink from the cup kind of thing.
I mean, that's like the
Drink
political
the Kool-Aid, man.
the political social message in
Yeah.
like all the Persona games, you know.
hmm
And this was just kind of saying like, oh, it's time to get out of your shell, and the only way to do that is to fight against the Christian pagan gods, and then
So what do you think about that? Because like that was like basically saying, oh, you're fighting God. You are basically because in
Well, I mean, it's more like
not to spoil. Well, let me interrupt you. Not to spoil other Persona games, but usually
my
you
ears.
fight.
There you go on.
No, usually like you fight like
You fight God, whatever.
no, not like you fight gods in like Megami Tensei, Trial of Goddess.
It's
Or whatever.
normal JRPG.
It's normal
Yeah.
JRPG shit, right?
Mhm.
And but like this is like it, so like you know how like the fake Igor was in control.
Mm.
So like usually like in like Persona lore, the like attendants are like super powerful entities and shit. But like this time, like the entity beats the Velvet Room, and like we know the Velvet Room is like the most sacred, like safe place of ours, right? So it's kind of like, dude, this guy is like the most powerful shit like any of these Persona protagonists have ever faced, at least in like Persona
wow.
lore.
Yeah.
So like it's just this like great moment of like the symbolization of like this is literally God, right? Because like you know like people not to get too religious with
it's
it.
not
but-
literally God. It's everybody's
well,
will.
Yagla the Bosch or whatever his name is actual character of like the Bible. I think in like the war against like heaven and hell, he was like one of the commanders or something, and like Satanel is actually one of the people who like slayed him down or something. I don't know.
No, but like in the game, he's not actually like God. He's everybody's will that willed it to be exist.
Oh yeah, well I guess so. I don't know.
Which is
That's different.
which is even a cooler thing.
Yeah, that's true.
Because it's not just like, okay, the biggest bad is God. Okay, whatever, big whoop, JRPG. No, the biggest bad is everybody.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's actually a good. Oh wow, that adds a lot more meaning to it actually, because like you know, people give power to that fictional god. I'm not trying to say religion's bad or anything.
In the
You can
context of the
believe
game.
whatever you want. In the context of
It's
the game,
implicit that we're talking about the game here.
yes. Well, I want to make people know because they might get upset with me.
We should put that.
But I feel like they already tuned out at the Trump stuff, so it's so there's nobody listening right now.
At the beginning of this video, we should put like this video was made with a team of people with.
No, you know what we should
With
do?
many different-
We should do an agreement at the end that says, if you're willing to watch this video, your cognition must be like. That's what we should
Oh
do.
my god.
Anyway, yeah,
So overall, cool.
pretty cool boss, right? Cool track, cool everything, and you beat him by summoning the fucking Lord of Demons, who takes a gun sword and blasts the head in him.
Yep.
That was like the best ending to a Persona game I've ever seen. I swear, best ending to a Persona boss. Sorry, like even cooler. Like Persona, I told you on Persona 3, pretty cool, right? Persona 4, pretty fucking dope, dude. I'm not even joking, right? Persona 5, fuck.
Man, I guess the bar has been set too high now. I'm gonna be a bit let down by P4 then.
Persona 4 is still pretty cool though. Anyway, yeah, and that's pretty much. How'd you like the ending where you like kind of met with everybody? And
That was great. Like,
yeah, it was really heartwarming, right?
like
Bittersweet. Bittersweet is the perfect way to describe it. Did you cry? I want to
no,
know.
I didn't, but I mean,
Oh, wow.
It was, it was like bittersweet.
It did kind of
good.
tear me up a little bit because I'm kind of a softie for that shit. So
But I felt, I felt more like of the people that I couldn't go back and see.
yeah.
You know, like I couldn't see Haru. I couldn't see that kid at the arcade. I didn't see the fortune teller or the reporter,
Oh.
and
Oh yeah.
UI just kind of waved me off. Like, okay, yeah, you don't have to do the job anymore, but I hear you're leaving. So I mean, see ya.
See, kid. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So, like-
pretty depressing.
Oh man,
It's like,
Yeah.
yeah, I think it like kind of hits harder with like, oh, you really should have bonded with these people.
yeah. Because I Haru was awesome. I didn't get her rank that high though.
Yeah, I feel like Haru though is like kind of introduced a little too late in the game.
Just a little bit, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but her social link is still pretty good, honestly. I feel so.
What's her rank 10?
Oh,
If you remember.
jeez, I don't
Ah,
know.
whatever.
Yeah, I forget. Sorry, I can
No,
look
I
it
was
up.
kind of like, what what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen tomorrow? And then, like, you know, you go out your...
Merry Christmas, Satan. That's basically what...
No. Like, you wake up and Shizuru is like, hey, I couldn't find Futaba or Morgana.
Oh,
What
yeah.
are they doing? What are they doing? Did they leave me here?
They're all waiting for you in a van, and you steal some parts.
In a party bus, just like Morgana, but not Morgana. But you steal some parts from the cops that are following you.
Trying to keep an eye on you. Morgana steals some parts from their car, which
That
is
was
fucking
great.
hilarious.
I saw it coming too.
I didn't see it coming. I thought it was funny as hell.
Because Morgana's like, hey.
There's still like
He
a
had
bunch
that
of
look on
kids
his
up to
face.
no good. It's
Yeah.
like so good.
And then you just kind of like
On the
grab
beach,
to the distance.
that music starts playing from the very
the
beginning.
radio.
On the radio.
I'm like, it's real.
It's perfect. It was a great.
Anime is real.
Anime is real, everybody. I don't care what Undertale choice you made. Anime is real. That's the only choice you get to make.
That's the true ending.
That's the true ending. Right there. After you say that choice in Undertale, you just turn off the game and never play it again. And yeah, that's the ending of Persona 5.
Drive off in the sunset as the screen fades and it says Finn.
I know.
It says something French. Don't know why.
They always say Finn at the end of it.
No.
That's a Japanese thing, actually. At
Oh, really?
the end of Tales games, they do that.
Oh,
Yeah.
I wouldn't have thought that.
I don't know. It's
Why not like
end.
arigato? Or
I think Finn
Or
is just a
sound,
like
but-
novel, romantic way of saying it. I don't know.
Hmm.
But yeah, what do you think about the title song or
the
credit
title song.
I'm sorry,
Get over this already.
The credit song.
That was like
Sorry,
the first 15 minutes of this video.
the credit song.
I listened to that one time and then that was it.
Yeah, I like it a lot. You should give it another listen.
Yeah, I really should.
It's definitely like on the line more of Persona 4 music ish.
Yeah.
They all have different theming to their games.
Yeah.
But yeah, wow, we made it all the way to
Oh
the
my
end.
god. That we spent, let's see, it was a 120-hour game, and we spent
2 hours.
240 hours on talking about it, okay? Yeah, 2
But it
hours.
says 2 hours right here.
Never mind.
Damn, is there anything else you want to talk about? I have to pee really badly.
Me too, though.
Yeah. Anyway, wow, thanks. I don't know who's sticking around for this long, but seriously, if you
You're
did,
the real MVP.
I know you're the real MVP. We were kind of everywhere after the beginning. I know I was gonna say we're gonna go in order, but we just were like, fuck it, and we just kind of binged and
See, it's kind of like the video, kind of like the game itself. You
Yeah.
hold your hand a little bit. the
yeah,
first
we
few
held your
hours,
hand a little bit. We
and then
slapped you in the
like,
face.
Whatever.
Told you did a good job, and then we just went crazy.
Slap you in the face, Makoto.
Makoto can slap me in the face, and if there's a cosplayer out there who looks like Makoto, please just like send a picture to me of you dressed as Makoto.
Oh
I will
my
love
God.
you forever. I will like hang your poster on my wall. My mom will come into the room. She'll be like, "Dude, what is this?"
Hope you heard it here, folks.
Yeah. Well, anyway, any last words, Jason, before we sign off
Ah,
and I go take a leak?
nah, thanks for listening if you are.
Yeah, seriously, thanks for listening. I'm glad we got to do this. Seriously, like I have people to actually talk about the game with, which is like so super cool.
Time to play Persona 4.
I know, right? Maybe we'll do that next time.
Gotta wait another month or two.
Nah, I don't care. That's perfect. I mean, like I haven't made a 2-hour anything, so
Okay.
yeah. I mean, I had a podcast, but it's on hiatus right now. We're gonna pick it up again with my friend Neil. But yeah, should be on that.
Who's Neil?
He's this guy, and he's a guy.
Do I know him?
I think you met him once at school.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Thanks for watching, guys. Holy shit. All right. Persona 5 is great. There you go.
You heard it here. Good job.
Yay. See ya.